song is so big time, Terry. You feel what I'm feeling, Terry?
Feeling it.
Hey, come on. Don't just say it because you want to...
Well, no, I understand it's a huge club song, and it's hot right now. I do understand.
I can't... If it translates to the clubs, that just shows you how much more of a big-time song we're talking about here. I mean... all right. Well, I'll just move on.
No,
I know you heard me say it all yesterday. That's your song of the year in 2008. And we're only a third of the way through the year because nothing is going to pass it as far as its big-time status. I mean, that is the cut.
Yep.
End of story. We can move on now.
Good deal.
What else is going on in the world?
Well, before I move on to any other stories or anything, just something that I didn't get to last break or last segment about Wesley Snipes. A quick little snippet there for you. Yeah, he got the maximum, right? Yes, he did.
And not the shrewdest move by Wesley Snipes to be like, well, taxes, I'm not paying taxes. Screw that. That isn't usually your best way to navigate your way through the little world of ours here, right? You pretty much have to pay your taxes. Is that the moral of the story?
Yes.
No Hollywood stars above the law, and neither is Wesley Snipes?
Well, he is Blade.
He is. He's a day walker.
Yeah, the Blade days are kind of in the rearview mirror, wouldn't you say? And he got 3 years now that he's staring down as far as jail time is concerned. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is that a little over the top? Is that a little harsh? That's what?
That's the maximum. I know that, and that's what I'm asking. Again, for the Hollywood.
What kind of example? I know of people in the Hollywood world. I know of people in the limelight that have gotten caught in a tax evasion kind of situation before. Pete Rose got all this money from card memorabilia shows and all kinds of autograph signings that he claimed that he forgot to report and all this stuff, and he didn't pay taxes on it. And he got like 6 months, and he was out in 4 months. And they give Wesley Snipes 3 years. Isn't that a little over the top?
Well, forgetting is one thing, but...
I mean, he purposely, and was outward about how...
Do you really think Pete Rose really forgot? He was trying to hide it. He didn't forget. He didn't want to pay on it. Everyone who says, oh, I forgot, that's pretty much Greek for I didn't want to pay any taxes on something I thought I could get away with. And Pete Rose was in jail for 4 to 6 months. There's been other cases. Usually it's about 6 months, tops a year. Wesley Snipes, his tax evasion was probably for a steeper amount than maybe the other examples I've given you, but 3 years just seems like the longest by far period of time that anyone spent in jail for tax evasion. But that's the ruling, and there's the end of that story, I guess. What else? What else is going on?
Well, according to Ask.com, married people have better sex than single people.
If you're married, congratulations. Give yourselves a round of applause right now. Because your sex, Terry applauding herself, of course. Your sex is of a higher quality, of a higher passion level, of a higher what? What are we talking about here? What kind of better sex are we talking? What is better defined as?
Well, I would
better
say...
in all kinds of facets, or what?
Not only connection-wise, but satisfaction, everything.
Who needs a connection when you're having sex? What kind of connection is necessary? I think a lot of
people do.
You're obviously talking about an emotional connection, right?
Well, not only emotional, but also physical.
How needs that? Of course a physical connection is going to be taking place when you're having sex.
But a positive, there's ones where it's like, oh, yeah, it's, putting a square peg in a round hole.
Oh, geez. Well, that has its time. If you get that square peg in you're a little bit up enough, it'll be just as, if not more satisfying. So I don't think that's really what they're talking about. I think they're talking about an emotional connection, in all likelihood.
Well, and I agree with you on that, and I think it's just the whole better sex means not only emotional, physical, everything. It's the whole gamut.
Okay. Well, I think they in little doses, they like to try to influence society to calm down a little bit. In the churches of our country and our world, they like to put little bit of a story here or a story there and work it into the media that would indicate that, you know what, you all need to chill a little bit and stop having such frivolous and meaningless meaningless sex in their minds because it's at an alarming rate, and marriage rates are down and divorce rates are up, and they want everyone to know that your single life sex, your non-marital sex, is not as good. It's not as of a high quality, and I don't know if that's really true.
Well,
I think you got to go on a case-by-case basis.
Okay, I'm ready.
By the
like
way,
anything
here we go
in this world.
First caller.
By the way,
yes.
Married people actually have sex more often than single people do, too.
Well, I'm sure that's in the same story as the headline that screams, married people's sex lives are better than single people's.
Yes.
And married people's sex is more of a high quality than single people's. I'm sure it's all in the same story. And it's hard to not take it with a grain of salt, Terry, because as I said, there are people out there that are trying to just cool out the world a little bit. So take it with a nice helping, not just a grain, but a nice heaping tablespoon of salt. Would you please? And I'm speaking as a married man, because I've had sex as a married man and it's been terrific, and I've had sex as a single man and it's been wonderful, Terry, and I've had sex as a married man and it's been awful, and I've had sex as a single man and it was horrifyingly bad, and I go on a case-by-case basis.
Well, some other facts about this is that married people also have better communication, and get this, they also experiment more.
Married people experiment more? Well, of course you have to, because sex gets boring. You have no choice. If you're with the same person day after day, if you're having the same sex with the same partner for 6 years running, if not even mentioned to a further extent, like 16 to 60 years ongoing, you're going to need to experiment more just to get yourself off. So that makes sense, wouldn't you say?
I want to try something new. This is Lisa.
That is experimentation to the greatest degree. Now, if you're having sex with a stranger, just the sex in and of itself is going to be exciting. See, that would, if anything, that defeats the point of your story, that you experiment more when you're married. You have to experiment more when you're married, because you got to spice things up. That should show you that sex itself, without really a need for high imagination and experimentation when you're single, is not necessary, because the sex in it of itself is going to be very exciting. I don't even know your name. We're doing it. Oh, what a rush. Terry, I'm just trying to show you the other side. Do you like that side? I know you like the story more than anyone right now. Of course you do. You're a married woman. You're happy.
And the thing is that I really think that single people, go out there and kind of sleep around a lot because they're trying to get a connection to be with one person, believe it or not.
Would you stop trying to force people?
No, it's not a force. I think ideally people have it in their mind that, they would like to be able to be with someone that they could stand to be with 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and still connect emotionally, physically, and that would be pretty satisfying.
Is that right? The only thing I take from your comments?
What?
As happily married as you are, and I truly believe that you are. I really believe that you have found happiness, Terry, and I think that's wonderful. As wonderful as your status may be today as you compare it to days of your past, I still now get the sense, based on you trying to slam this story down our throats, that you, in some small corner of your being, Terry, miss being single and are trying to convince yourself that that small part of you that's aching for the single days doesn't have to worry because you got it so great.
No.
That's what I take.
Here's a question for you, T-Man. If being married, even though you are a happily married man, has got its downsides, and really, sometimes you portray that you'd like to be single. Why did you get married?
Terry, when have I portrayed that I want to be single? What are you talking about?
Sometimes you seem pretty envious of the ability of single people to, do whatever, go wherever, that kind of thing.
I certainly can see upsides and downsides to every situation, Terry, and I'm in the place that I'm happy being right now, Terry, and I can't say what the future holds. I know what the past was like, and I hope everything is as wonderful as things are for you and for me and for everybody. But doesn't mean any situation is going to be perfect all the way across the board. Doesn't mean there's going to be little things here, little things there that could be better. But you can't have it that way, and I accept that, and I'm perfectly content with that, and that's the way it's got to be. But you, Terry, apparently have some callings that are kind of aching away at you.
God,
that you need stories like this to kind of smother your desires to see how the other half is doing in the single world.
Preach it, T-Man, yes!
Hey, I'm not trying to preach it to you. I'm just a little worried when I hear you trying to throw stories down people's throats like this, because it doesn't make any sense. There is single sex that is outrageous. Trust me. And no one who is single right now is really concerned that they have to go get married to have better sex. You get married because you find the right person and you're in the right time in your life, and you decide to settle down because that's at the point of time that you're at. And you found the perfect person for you, or at least someone as close as it's going to get. Which may be far away from perfect, but it's as close as it's going to get.
Wow, really?
But yeah, there are no perfect people in this world. You're not going to find a perfect person.
I found the perfect person for me, though.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't mean he's perfect. He's the perfect person for you, which can mean he's far off from perfect, but he's perfect for you.
Right.
As perfect as it's going to get for you.
Right.
And I'm happy for you. I wish you were a little happier for yourself.
Oh, Jesus.
But you find these stories trying to pat yourself on the back on how great you have it right now, and it makes me worry. Do you feel like you're missing something, Terry?
Nope.
Okay. Well, then why? And just because you're reading the story doesn't necessarily
I think it's a positive thing for marriage, because marriage is in such dire straits, and people don't look at marriage so positively.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily feel that's the case. Yes, the divorce rates are up, and yes, the number of people getting married these days is down, but I don't think like there's a negative PR campaign going on against marriage, that you need to find stories to prop up the good feelings about marriage. I don't think people are really down on marriage overall. I just think that divorce rates are up because people are less tolerant of getting through the plateaus of time in a marriage, and we all have ADD, and we don't want to ride out the rough spots. And if you ride out the rough spots, whether you're married or single, your sex life is going to be great. So keep that in mind. And
love the rough spots.
And go for it. Nah, as much as you're trying to be convincing here, Terry, I don't think, as I was saying, that any single person, any non-married person is all worried that their sex life could be better and they got to get married to make it so. All right? And it's nice that you're trying to give some good PR to marriage. If that's your point here, there's nothing wrong with that. If you feel that marriage needs a little boost in the arm, that marriage has gotten a bad rap lately, well, I don't necessarily agree with that, but if you feel that's the case and you're trying to give it a little shot in the arm, that's wonderful.
All I'm trying to do is be positive towards marriage.
That's all you're trying to do. All right, if that's all you're trying to do, that's wonderful. But is that all you're trying to do? Or are you trying to quench some or smother some desire that's raging away in you that doesn't necessarily mean you're not happily married, but still is kind of itching to have a day or two of freedom? I don't know, Terry. I'm a psychologist, but I don't... I've majored in reverse psychology from the Wharton School of Business. But I don't portray myself as knowing every aspect of every thought that goes on in your mind.
Right.
I can only speculate.
I know, and you do a great job of speculating.
Thank you so much. 1-866. Is Andy still on the line? Andy, you still hanging on?
Yeah.
Oh, Angie. You remember Angie from the last segment, Terry?
Uh-huh.
I got a lot of callers on the line wanting to offer advice to Angie that she... from all kinds of possible perspectives, that she should have packed up and left a long time ago, to maybe she should hold out the prospect that her boyfriend may have been arrested and is in jail for the past 48 hours. I mean, I got all kinds of thoughts for you, Angie, on the phone lines here.
Okay.
But I think it pretty much is what it is. Your boyfriend is kind of getting sick of you, and he's not taking your calls anymore. And it would be kind of pathetic with a capital P if you're just hanging around waiting to pick up the scraps that he throws you, and you don't see the handwriting on the wall and start to take the steps to move on with your life, Angie.
Got it.
We've called him now 3 times, and he hasn't even answered our calls. Angie.
Okay.
Do you need to talk to Alicia? Alicia, do you need to talk to Angie?
Hi, Angie. I was in a similar situation last week, and with my fiance, and he left for 3 days. Didn't call, nothing like that.
Oh, jeez.
So if he doesn't come back to you and, tell you what happened, just let him go, because he's just going to keep doing it.
Okay,
Wow.
Thank you for your support.
No problem. Good luck.
Is that support?
Antoine, do you think Carlos is in jail?
He left for 3 days.
No,
Yeah, I think so.
Antoine, turn your radio down.
Oh, my bad.
no, he's not in jail.
Angie's pretty
Well,
damn
being in
confident.
jail and
And she's almost sounding a little bit insulted that you would suggest her boyfriend would be in jail, it sounds to me. Antoine, but tell her what you want to say.
well, I was thinking if he was in jail, he may not be calling because of that. But if she thinks he's not in jail, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to get rid of you.
Have you ever wanted like a 2-day, a week pass or so from your girlfriend, Antoine, and you've told her you're in jail when you really weren't? Or
No.
is that an excuse
Wanted a
we
few
could...
I wanted a few passes, but no, I didn't really tell her nothing like that.
But I'm just wondering, is that an excuse that men can now try to make work if they're interested in getting like a week pass from their girlfriend, and when they come back, hey, I was in jail, and come up with some phony documentation, maybe a piece of paperwork that would indicate that she, without really any knowledge of what, those kinds of documents look like, would be willing to accept or no?
I don't
Or
know.
no guy could really pull that off?
No, I don't think they can because, most women, they like to really check into things, I guess.
Angie, you sound 100% with confidence that your boyfriend's not in jail, even though you have not heard one word, no texts, no voicemails, nothing from him in the past 48 hours. How could you be 100% with certainty on that? He's just not the jail type or what?
He's not. He's never been in trouble, no.
He's never been
That
in trouble
doesn't
with
mean
the law.
he doesn't.
Well, I mean, it doesn't mean it, Terry, but it gives you a better indication if he's the type to, be getting himself in trouble, then that's something she would have to consider. She's dismissing it immediately. She knows he's not the type to get in trouble.
Whoa.
Now you're developing a cough, Angie. This is making you sick, Angie.
Excuse me? It's making me sick? Yes, it is. I just got a feeling it's over.
Yeah, it's kind of.
You have that feeling a little bit, do you, Angie? A little bit. I don't know. What's giving you that impression? How old are you, Angie?
40.
40 years old.
And he is how old?
47.
Oh, he's 47?
Or 46.
Man. This is like your
or
last
she doesn't
shot.
know.
No wonder you're clinging like there's no tomorrow.
Makes more sense now, really.
Where do you go from here, Angie? Let's say we are to take for granted, which seems like it's very much the reality, that you are now officially single. Where the hell do you go from here, Angie, at age 40?
I don't know.
How are you going to throw yourself back out there in the single world? You've been going out with this guy for over a year, right?
4 years.
4 years.
And
4
last
years.
year it's been hectic.
4 years with a U or 4 years with just an OR? 4 years, the number 4.
Yes.
4 years, Terry.
Wow. And then out of nowhere, he just disappeared.
He bails on her,
Holding it
too.
up. I keep telling him it's over, and he keeps coming back, and I keep letting him. So it's like, how do I...
So you see, there's been that pattern that he knows. He's been testing you and stretching out the stretches where he stays away from you, knowing that you're going to put up a little bit of resistance, but ultimately you're going to open the door again to him. He's been putting in the work to set up that he can get away with this for a long time, Angie. You're a 40-year-old pushover. Stop acting so desperate, even though 40-year-olds should start to realize that desperation is starting to take hold. But stop acting so desperate and stop letting this guy get away with so much, and he won't be doing things like this.
Exactly.
But now it's so established that you have no choice. Even if he comes back and he says all the right things and he has the box of Whitman samplers under his arm and he's got the little half dead rose in his hand, you got to say, hey, enough is enough. I have nowhere really to turn as far as my social life, but I'm going to stand on my own for a while and I'm going to move on because I don't need to be treated like some doormat that gets treated with no regard, that you don't even contact me for over a 48-hour period, and we're supposed to be a serious couple. Mm-hmm. All right, Angie? Is that what you are?
Got it.
Are you a human doormat?
No.
Good job.
Are you kidding? She'll be having sex with him by 6 p.m. tonight, Terry. while she's making dinner simultaneously for him.
Now.
Absolutely. Angie?
Yes.
What is your first step into the single world that we all agree you should be going in, whether he comes back or not, with the greatest excuses and the greatest box of chocolates? You can take the chocolates, by the way. What is your first venture into the single world going to be like?
You're so funny.
Tell me what you plan on doing, and then I'll tell you where you go wrong.
I'm going to try to be happy and move on.
Well, what does that mean, Angie? That sounds all well and good, but that's not a real strategy. So stop hitting me with bogus lines and tell me a real plan that you can start mapping out for yourself. Because if you don't start to envision a plan, then you're not going to move on. And you are going to start making the pot roast tonight with the little red potatoes for him and accept him back into your world, whether he has no excuse for doing what he's doing or not. So start coming up with a plan, Angie, a real legitimate plan. What are you going to do to start day one of your newfound single life?
I don't know.
You don't know, do you?
It's a hell of a plan.
No. Well, let me tell you what you're going to do, Angie. For the first 2 months, you're going to do basically nothing.
Exactly.
But be alone and spend time with yourself. Find a good book. Find a good club to join. Whether it's some kind of, I don't know if you're a religious type of person, or you can just join a local kind of charity organization. You need time to spend mostly with yourself, but not being completely asocial with the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no real romantic hopes or involvements at all. You follow me?
I follow.
And then, little by little, we got to take steps out there, Angie. And we got to put ourselves at risk as far as making a fool of ourselves by going around and making it known that you are available and you are single and you are worthy.
You're worthy
of a quality man, even if you're not, Angie. You have to start believing that, okay?
I'm
sure
it.
You are. You got it. And you say you got it like it's almost 1% convincing when, as I say, Terry.
Yes.
The brisket will be on the table. The skirt steak, the tube steak, smothered in undies is going to be on the table. As soon as this man walks through the door, as soon as she gets a text message, as soon as she gets a call from him, she's going to melt again, and she's going to succumb to his bogus excuses. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I didn't think of that being the reason as to why you didn't call or contact me. And
no matter what he says, she'll just buy into it, right? Oh, yeah, that's it, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Angie.
Yes.
Do I have a convincing type feel that you're telling me that you agree with me that this relationship of yours, even this long-lasting 4-year relationship, is over? Or what is your feeling on that?
I'm going to try to let go. I'm going to try to let go.
I'm going to try to let go.
Oh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not believing his lies.
Translation, I'm going to try, but obviously, T-Man, I'm going to fail. Angie, I'm not convinced at all that you're...
Don't give me the negative.
Well, I'm not. I'm trying to be positive, Angie. I'm trying to give you all the positives. But you're giving me no hope that you really believe what you're even saying there. You're not even sounding convincing when you're saying, I'm going to try to move on. This guy's going to call you, and you're going to meet him out tonight. If he calls you at 2 in the morning, you're going to meet him wherever he calls you to meet you at.
Come on, be strong, Angie.
I'm strong. That's why I'm calling. I needed some help there, and I'm going to get over it.
Yeah, you really do.
I'm going to get over it.
It isn't too late.
I keep trying to let go. He keeps feeding me these lies. And I keep falling, so I'm through.
Angie, do you look good at all? You're just a disaster physically. What's the story?
What's that?
How do you look? How would you describe yourself if I were to ask you what you look like?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I get a lot of comments.
You get a lot of comments.
You know,
Would
that
those
I'm a nice person. And I
positive
don't
comments? Oh, you get comments that you're a nice person when you ask someone what they would describe your looks as. Oh, you're a nice
well, they tell me
person.
I'm you know, I'm not ugly.
Angie, you started this call. You started this call a while back now when we first put you on the line by saying my boyfriend makes me feel insecure. My boyfriend convinces me that I'm insecure. Well, let me tell you something.
Uh-oh.
After years of him trying, it's obviously been a success. Because you sound, and I don't think anyone would really dispute this, not that we can't make changes, Angie, but you sound as pathetic and as insecure as any woman could possibly meekly sound on the air. Now, what the hell's going on, Angie? What kind of number did this guy do on you? And how long will you let it continue?
Okay, you convinced me.
Oh, okay, I convinced her. Yeah, of course. She's fine now. She's completely cured. Justin, you're on the air. Justin just hung up. Natalie, you're on the air.
Good morning. How are you?
Okay.
Good. Just a couple comments for Angie. I wasn't sure how long this relationship was, but I guess you just said 4 years. And I mean that's a long time. But my comment was about the cell phone. He's not in jail. That phone would be off by now. You know, the battery would be dead. The deputy, somebody would have turned that puppy off and put it in his property.
All right, whatever. Ace Jack. You know what? I think we know where we're at with you. All right, Ace Jack is upset because he was kicked out of Terry Cam. Apparently, Terry, is there some issues?
Yeah, we're having major
Him and
issues.
everybody else. A lot of people kicked out.
Even our radio station. A couple of people on our radio, like actual radio station itself.
Radio station personnel, people are being kicked out and can't get back in?
Yeah, so we're having stick cam issues.
So there's issues with the actual company itself and people who are being kicked out and can't get back in. It's not anything personal. It's just technical issues right now.
Right.
But why should that be happening?
But people getting kicked out is personal.
Well,
why should that be happening? I got other companies. I'll tell Stickcam right now if those people, and I know they monitor the show because we're the biggest thing they got right now, that we have other companies. What was that company that came to the station last week and was trying to get us to switch from Stickcam to something else?
I can't remember.
What was the name of that joint? That was promising us all kinds of new features and all kinds of this and all kinds of that. I don't like to hear about technical issues. Either do your business right or don't do it at all, especially not with us. Kite.
Yes. Kite.
Well, I will start putting Terrycam on Kite, whatever the hell that is, even though they came to the studios and were all shaking hands and kissing on us and all this stuff.
Yeah,
I'll switch. I didn't even consider switching to Kite because we've never had any issues with Stickcam, but they better get their crap all settled quick because I'll go fly a kite in a second.
Although it wouldn't be an issue if people like Gay Phone Operator weren't moderators and can kick out anybody they want.
Well, nobody... okay, can I clarify?
That's sort of where the issue starts.
Well, and again,
that's not a Stickcam issue.
Also, when
all this, Angie?
Also, when Hotshot, who claims that I get a little too involved, wants to run over and because I have admin wants to take control all of a sudden, that forces issues as well.
All right, listen.
So yesterday we had a little bit of issues, and now people can't get on.
Callers and listeners should not be mods. That's what I think.
Angie?
Gay's just a caller and a listener. That's it.
Are you going to spend the whole weekend crying in your soup, or can I hang up on you right now and feel like you're going to get a little bit of happiness somewhere along the way out of this weekend?
No, I'm going to get happiness out of this.
Oh, yeah? From where?
Yes.
From where?
So I'm going to keep myself busy and entertained and just try to...
Doing what?
Forget.
Doing what?
Well, calling up some friends and...
Good. Get out there.
Focused.
Yes. Get out there.
Stay focused. Yeah. I'm not going to let this man bring me down like
there you go.
And when he calls you at around 2 this afternoon, what are you going to say?
I have things to do.
Good job.
I have things to do.
He's so full of crap. It's that funny. I love it. All right. I believe you actually will say that. I have things to do. But then his second call around 3:30 is going to be wavering a little bit, and then you'll completely crack by about 5 p.m., and you'll meet him out for drinks, and you'll be having sex with him tonight at some point. Okay, Angie, thank you for the call.
Thank you for the support.
But I hope you stay strong. If this guy is doing all that it seems like he's doing to you, you deserve better. Don't you feel like you deserve better?
I do.
Maybe you don't. You have to figure
do.
that out. Okay, Angie. Maybe she doesn't, Terry.
She does.
Maybe this is above and beyond what she actually does deserve, to be treated like a doormat.
No.
All right, so what's the problem with Terry Cam right now, that no one can get back in, or what?
Well, those who got kicked out yesterday, with the exception of all the mods that I had made, back and forth. Anyway, all the regular people who got kicked out yesterday via Hotshot Scott and Rainbow Coalition, yada, 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 cannot get back in today.
Gay kicked every single person out of the room yesterday.
Why did he do that?
Because Hotshot kicked him out.
Yeah, so he went and kicked every single person out of the room.
Why did you kick Gay out?
I didn't kick him out. I took him off mod status.
And that ticked him off. So.
Right. And someone else booted him.
So if you took him off mod status, how did he have the power to kick everyone else out?
Yeah, he gave the orders to
he
whoever.
got the Rainbow Coalition to kick it. Why does the Rainbow Coalition have mod status?
It's a good, solid question. I've been asking Terry all week.
All right, fine. So the Rainbow Coalition,
because
in response to Gay, well, let me see if I understand this right. In response to Gay being taken off mod status yesterday, he got his Rainbow Coalition, who had mod status, to kick everyone in the whole room out, and now because of that, no one could get back in today.
No, it's not no one. There are just certain for
people.
whatever reason, there are certain people who got kicked out who can come back in, and other people can't. But there's issues, period.
I thought the stick cam rule was if you get kicked out for a day by a mod, that you can get back in the next day.
Right.
So that means they are having technical difficulties.
Yes.
And the people that can't get back in today should be able to get back in today, but there's something wrong with the site.
Right.
Well, what the hell's wrong with the site?
I don't know.
Did you get a hold of the stick cam people or no?
I can't get a hold of them either.
Because tell them we could get a hold of the kite people right now.
Yes, I know.
With no problem.
I know.
I'm making my own room on there right now.
Well, all right. We'll figure it all out, I guess. Right after these words.
The T-Man Show. He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. Good morning.
You want to know why people got kicked out yesterday?
Jeez, my ears.
Do you have to ruin everything you're a part of?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't care. You want to know why people got kicked out?
Do you have to ruin everything that you touch, that you approach?
No, I didn't ruin anything.
That you take part in? Do you have to ruin everything that you're a part of?
Hotshot Scott got on a little power trip yesterday and
You
decided
and your
to unmod
stupid,
people.
silly little Rainbow Coalition,
And
which
somebody kicked out the co-founder of the Rainbow Coalition, Jerko. And when Jerko got called out and kicked out of the room, then I started kicking.
I don't think listeners and callers should be mods, like you.
Okay, I don't think you should be a mod either.
I actually work here.
Oh, geez.
Why don't you do your goddamn job and stay out of the chat room?
If you didn't hear the subtlety to that little point that he made there, is he called you nothing but a mere caller, which is what you are.
What else is there to call him?
What else is there to call you other than Mr. Rob Tepper's bitch boy?
Call me whatever you want, but I work here. I'm supposed to interact with the listeners on Terry Cam.
No
one actually invited you to Terry Cam.
Maybe on a break you're supposed to interact with us, but no, during the show you're supposed to do your job and maybe be funny once in a while.
Are you my boss now?
No, not at all.
Hey, I'll take once in a while over never.
That's fine.
Wow.
That's fine. I really don't give a crap anymore.
Well, meanwhile, someone like Ace Jack, who's on the line, who's dying to get back in Terry Cam this morning, has no ability to be a part of the community that he enjoys on a daily basis because you and your little faux friends, Gay, have ruined it for everybody.
No, you want to know the story with Ace Jack? Ace Jack is someone who emails me on MySpace and says, "Oh, I support you, Gay. They're really mean to you, Gay." No. And then he goes into the room and starts attacking because he thinks it's funny.
Blah, blah, whatever.
Yeah.
Ace Jack, you can't get on.
Yeah. No, I did not. He's lying.
Ace Jack,
You know what? I'm getting tired of getting kicked out all the time by this guy. All the time, he's a freaking moderator. I'm always getting kicked out by this guy. Him and his little fruity whatever coalition, whatever they call themselves.
Coalition, fruity, yeah.
You know, I don't know what they call themselves, but whatever they call themselves, and they're tired of getting kicked out. I think me, Vinnie, the Pooh, and Hot Shot should start our own coalition called the Straight Coalition.
Oh, geez. I just don't know why listeners are mods.
Because I made them.
You sound like the biggest faggot that I ever know.
Okay,
so
this is
you're going to
nice.
start with that now, huh? Yeah, let's look in the Terry Cam chat. I think I have a photo of you picking your nose. One that says, "Hi, I'm gay." And then you get rid of that. You need to get rid of that. Hey, is there someone that could delete that for me? No.
Heaven
because,
forbid
it's on my
that
computer.
you should be caught with your finger actually penetrating the cylinder that is your nose for half of a second. Gay phone operator will snapshot it, and he will use it against you. He will send it to your employer. He'll send it to your girlfriend. He'll send it to everyone that you don't want them to see you in that little posture. And Gay will take any tactic. He'll find any button that is available to get you annoyed. That is the gay phone operator way. Gay, you know what?
That's coming from a guy that puts his finger in lots of strange places.
It's becoming very close.
How do we know Jerko and gay phone operator are not one and the same person? Because people have met us, you idiot.
Okay, wonderful. It's getting very close to the time where this idea that is Terry Cam, as much as it's been a rousing success as far as the volume of people that go on a daily basis, Terry, may have to go by the wayside. Because people like Gay Phone Operator get all worked up over something so stupid like Terry Cam. And I'll be the first to admit that it's nothing but a stupid little society.
Caused the problems, and he got dealt with.
No, I dealt with the problem. The problem was you being a moderator. You have no business being a moderator.
Yeah,
You're not a biased party where you can make rational judgments about people at all.
You're not biased either because people attack and then you kick people out without finding out
I haven't kicked one person out.
No, what
Except for
you
you.
did is
you did roll me wrong. Yes.
Oh, yeah, roll me wrong. Yeah.
And Elusive J and Jerko.
Gay loves the power, and I just took him off mod. I just took him off mod.
You took more than me off mod.
You're nothing but a regular caller who shouldn't have power. A regular caller shouldn't have power.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you feel a little bit better about your lives right now? Do you feel like your life, which you felt lacked a little substance, is a little bit of a greater status than you may have given it credit for right about now? I think is a good reason for you to feel that way.
The T-Man Show.
Right here, you got to go to class real quick.
What's that?
I hear you're in a rush. You have to get on right now because you have to be in class in the next couple of seconds. Is that right?
Yes. I've been home for 30 minutes.
You went on home for 30 minutes, and that's actually not as long as some people, but
really?
I apologize for the wait. I'm glad you're on now. What class is starting in the next couple of seconds for you?
Statistics.
Oh, statistics?
Yes.
I never took a statistic class. What actually goes on in statistic classes? Is it exactly what it sounds like? You just mull over all kinds of statistics, or is it a little bit more involved?
That's part of it. That's part of it.
Breaking down
ways to calculate different types of data. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sounds fascinating. And where do you take this fine, much-needed class? What school are you going to?
I'm in Fremont.
What's the school, though?
Ohlone College.
Ohlone College.
Yes.
And are you getting anything out of this experience as far as higher education you're after here?
Besides no sleep, because I have a job and I work and have to do homework. Yeah. That's what I'm getting out of it, no sleep. So.
How many classes are you taking this semester besides statistics? What else are you taking?
Actually, this is my last class. I'm transferring to San Francisco, so yeah.
Making the big transfer. Okay, so what's on your mind this morning, baby? What do you got?
All right.
Well,
first of all, good morning, everybody. I called last week.
Good morning.
And I actually am calling just to bust you out, T-Man, because last week I called and Alicia called, and her man was not treating her quite right. And you had all these negative things to say to her about how she's insecure and she doesn't deserve a good man, and if he doesn't want to call, he doesn't have to. But I was just listening to your phone call with Angie.
Yep.
And you had quite the opposite to say.
Well, I'm sorry to have to inform you, Kay. I'm sorry to... I'm sorry to inform you that no, it's not about talking out both sides of my mouth, and although I'm very capable of talking out of every angle of my mouth, as you may be aware, I will tell you this. If you're looking for consistency on this program, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I take every situation on a case-by-case basis. Now, did you hear how defeated Angie sounded when she called this program earlier this morning? Did you hear the defeated tone in this woman's body coming out every time she opened her mouth? Were you not able to detect that?
Alicia sounded pretty upset, too.
I don't remember Alicia's call. I don't remember what I had for breakfast. I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, and if I don't look down right now, I can't remember what I'm wearing. But I can tell you this. Alicia was treated in the fashion that I felt was appropriate at the time. I will make my analysis, not giving any kind of bias over the situation at all. I will make it as I see fit. If you find some inconsistencies, well, guess what? Welcome to the world of T-Man, because yes, there'll be some situations that sound similar to you, but you need to be listening with the sophisticated ear that only I have, that you're not going to get from any statistics professor. I can guarantee you that. So you go to your little class and get yourself an education, and you'll be missing out on the best little worldly experience you could be getting right now, and that's from the T-Man. But until then, goodbye.
Wow.
She's looking for consistency on this program today.
I know.
And you know what? I'm sorry if I'm not providing that for her. I'm sorry if I'm crossing her up with the signals of this program. But I may have said something to a caller last week that sounded like a direct comparison to a caller this morning. But I saw the subtle differences in that call, apparently. And that's why I directed Angie to go in one direction this morning. And apparently, Alicia, I gave a different kind of analysis of her situation last week. Maybe Kay needs to understand what a trained professional I really am. Angie, Terry, this morning sounded like a desperate soul.
She did.
Angie sounded like she was being walked all over by a man who was just using, abusing, and torturing her on a daily basis, and she can't get out of the endless cycle. She's like a rat running on a wheel in this man's world for 4 or 5 years, Terry.
I know.
And I don't remember getting that impression from any caller last week. But if Kay out there is sitting taking notes on every call that comes in, she better go back and check her notes. And even if it sounds like a similar call, she wasn't capable of hearing the differences that I apparently picked up on. If that disappoints you, Kay, well, take it up with your professor at the Lonely College, or whatever you said you go to. I never heard of Lonely College. Did you hear of Lonely?
No,
Looney?
I have not.
Doesn't sound like a very friendly place.
Mm-hmm. Take it up with him, write your congressman, do whatever you have to do, but don't worry about me. All right? Lorena, you're on the air. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Good morning, T-Man. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, baby. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you guys?
Now, why do you say uh-oh? Do I get a sense that this is a regular in the Terry Cam world, Terry?
She loves gay.
I think I do remember. She loves gay?
No, she anti-loves gay. She loves
I just want to say that first of all, okay, GPO is the biggest toothless drama queen I've ever seen, met, talked to in my life. He causes so much drama, and the smartest thing that Hotshot could have done was taking his mod power away, because all he does is ban people that say the truth about him, which is totally crap, because then Terry Cam has sold a bunch of people from Rainbow Coalition who think that they're all that.
Let me stop you right there. Let me ask you a question. You sound like a reasonable, sensible type of woman. I know you're a big fan of Terry Cam, but somewhere deep inside, I sense there lies a normal kind of sensible woman overall. At least I'm hoping. I'm glad you're all engulfed in the Terry Cam world, and that's really why it was developed. But do you think maybe you guys that are regulars in this Terry Cam world are starting to get a little carried away with the day-to-day activities of the Terry Cam environment, or is it just me that thinks this is starting to get a little bit over the top?
Honestly, there's certain people that take it over the top, and there's a lot of us that don't.
But not you.
I'm not, no.
Oh,
You
wow.
keep it completely in perspective that it's just a chat room where really nothing goes on. All right, let's call it what it is. It's a chat room for people to be involved in the program in a more visual way, to be able to see Terry's expressions, to be able to communicate with Terry Free, to be able to communicate with other listeners when you can't do that on such a regular basis as the program's going on. It's an alternative for communication between listeners that's available through Terry Cab and no other place. But
Exactly.
to make it like it's some dramatic kind of important overall situation, like it's a religion, is a little bit getting over the top. Wouldn't you agree, Lorena? Or are you caught up in the frenzy too?
I think that's all she wants, is it just to be a place to communicate. But when you feel like you have to walk on eggshells because gay phone operator has power, that's when it turns into something else.
But it's becoming like a cult or something. The people are so just outrageous with their feelings and their perspectives and how one person's being treated and how this group is being treated and how it's just out of control by now. Don't we all agree? Shouldn't we all just take a breath? I'm the one who started this whole thing, and I'm realizing what's going on here. Guess what?
GPO's little butt buddy, Romy Rome, just kicked me out of the Terry
apparently
Cam
she's not getting it.
No, she's not.
That had no effect on her.
No.
No effect at all. Lorena's in too deep.
He kicked T-Man. He kicked me out for no reason.
Yeah, see, that's what goes on.
That's too bad. And if he kicked you out and it takes 24 hours to get back in, what is really the big whoop, Lorena? That is kind of the question.
It's added on the website as an enhancement of the morning show, and
that's what it is. But if you get kicked out for 24 hours, you can't be enhanced for 24 hours, and you have to go back to the way the radio show used to be for you.
I'm gonna live.
Oh, you will live? Is that right? Okay, I'm glad we can confirm that, because that was my question. She confirmed. I was worried, Terry, that she would actually wither and die on the spot.
Yeah.
And she confirmed for me, thankfully, that she will live.
But we don't want people to stop.
Wonderful?
We don't want people to stop going because they're going to get kicked out just arbitrarily. We want people to keep going and enjoy it. That's the point.
But it's the thing.
But now they got to be worried about what they're going to say because they're going to get booted by another listener.
Well, that's not going to happen.
I think that, honestly, if that's going to be the way it is, I kind of agree that there should only be certain people that Terry can really trust that are going to be neutral, that are going to be in charge of kicking people out. Because I feel the only people that should be kicked out, as much as I want to ban...
Like Jerko's somebody can kick people out. He doesn't even call in. He's not even a caller.
He doesn't even have mod status.
He did yesterday.
Oh, Lord. This mod status is making me nauseous. Terry, why don't you just do this? This doesn't seem like the most... tough thing to figure out. Why don't you just make like a rotating mod status 10-person situation on a daily basis? Instead of giving everyone mod status, so it's a free-for-all of everyone kicking everyone out, just on a random basis, why don't you give 10 people the power or 5 people the power, pick a number, and give them the power, and then the next day another 10 people get the power, and it just rotates on a random...
That's too much.
Whatever the number is that you all agree on, a 5-person little team of mod status one day, and then a completely different 5-person tandem the next day, and it just rotates with no bias or reason or whatsoever, and it just goes on like that.
She just needs educated people to be a mod.
But you have to also...
that's going to be almost impossible.
But you also have to understand, even if I just made it so that, like, Hot Shot and Pasty and VTP and me and we're the only mods, that every day Hot Shot is going to make sure that Gay is not on.
No, make sure he's not a moderator. That's what I'm going to make sure.
But you're also going to make sure.
He'll be a moderator every, like, 16th day, or let's say there are 200 people on a average basis in the chat room.
How many a day?
How many people do you have on an average basis per day? All right, whatever it is.
Right.
Every day, a different 5 people get mod status, so whenever his day comes up, he has mod status. He can do with it as he pleases, but he's only going to get it one day out of so many days. Just like everybody else. It rotates. You pick 5 people randomly every morning at, like, whatever time. I don't know. This is just, the fact that we're even talking about this.
I love it. It's insane.
No, I don't love it. It's ridiculous.
Okay, have a solution. How about we just have staff be mods and don't kick GPO out as much as I want him out. Just leave him alone. Just don't mod him, and I think everything will be a lot better.
Right. If he's not a moderator, then he will start to tone it down and not be such a bastard because he knows he can get booted by one of us. So I like that idea. But when he's a mod, he can kick people out. He can say whatever he wants.
Exactly.
The fact that you're so deep in this too, Hot Shot.
I know.
I have a lot of free time. Leave me alone.
T-Man, you don't understand. He is in front. He loves it.
I know he loves it. Everyone who gets involved involved in Terry Cam becomes addicted. There's not one person who's been a part of Terry Cam on more than just a one-day basis that doesn't all of a sudden get engulfed in the world. But no bigger person than this guy.
You know what? If that fat bitch could get a man and get off Vinnie's jock, you know what? Vinnie's the biggest faggot of all, and she's the biggest fag
you know what?
That's what she wants to do. She wants him so bad, she goes in and she's like, hey, everybody, have you seen Vinnie's latest commercial? And she posts this little YouTube video.
I actually have to mention that I watched some Vinnie the Pooh YouTube videos yesterday myself. And I was very impressed with the way Vinnie does his thing on his YouTube clips.
I have a lot of free time.
I think Vinnie is a very good, highly skilled, entertaining YouTube video maker.
Boys Food or Vinnie?
Vinnie, I got to give you, I failed to mention that to you at any time recently. I think you're really good at keeping it entertaining and keeping it short enough and yet long enough to make it a little cool clip. So well done on that.
Well, thank you.
Lorena's right.
It's the rich content I was looking for, T-Man.
Rich content.
You are really good at producing the rich content that all those in radio are really over the top on these days. They're all looking to add rich content to the websites of the radio stations of the world, and you are a natural at it, Vinnie the Pooh.
Well, thank you, T-Man. I appreciate it.
And you can just
can I be a mod
because he doesn't have someone that would make him a commercial like that, too, because... Dude,
I don't want a commercial! God, you're a stupid bitch, too!
Okay, you know what? You lashing out at everyone is getting a little tiring,
Gabe.
It's beyond tiring.
Because she works at the station, that she can tell everybody... No, Lorena thinks because she worked at the station, she can tell everybody how they should represent the show.
Who works at the station?
Lorena did. She was a volunteer or whatever she did at the San Francisco station. So now she thinks she can tell people that, oh, you're on the show, you should watch how you represent people.
Lorena, you work here a while, Lorena?
I used to. And all I told him was that he needs to act a little bit better on air because he makes a fool out of himself.
What year did you work at Wild, Lorena? What were you doing here at the station?
I did. I met you before. I did the graphic design for the Bomb program whenever you came down to the city.
Oh, really? I met you?
Yeah, and I was on the party crew, so I did like the promotions team.
Did I hit on you at all?
Probably not. She's nasty and ugly.
Wow. God, he's a bastard.
You know what, Gabe? Quit, for one, talking to my friend. Two, quit hating on everybody.
What's wrong, John? Are you calling someone that you blackmail at work being their boss at Verizon Wireless?
Oh,
you better shut your now you're up because you're watermelon pretty little man.
Wow.
And you call it
It's Earth Week, ladies and gentlemen.
I know, isn't it?
You're getting a lot out of the final moments of Earth Week.
A lot of things to get out on Fridays, you know.
And call him the freaking station to hear the
TGIF.
Oh, yeah.
Party time.
John, I'm still waiting to hear that on the...
Okay, let's put them all on timeout. What do you say?
Okay.
I have the ultimate mod status, ladies and gentlemen.
You do.
You do.
Although Dizzle gets the final word here.
Only because she can't.
Room experience.
Mount up.
Wait a minute. So, Dizzle, you're part of the Rainbow Coalition? Is that what you're telling us?
I'm color red, and by all our powers combined, we represent the Rainbow Coalition.
Oh, jeez. She's one of them. They got to her.
I'm just surprised right now that Lorino had enough time to take the donut out of her mouth to even say anything this morning.
She called her Lorino, Terry.
That's awful.
So, Dizzle, you've been brainwashed to the point where you are a proud member of the Rainbow Coalition. Is that what you're telling me? You're going to let her call her Lorino? You're going to let her call you Lorino, Lorena?
I've always known she's been a big homer, so it doesn't make a surprise to me that she'd be on the Rainbow Coalition. She's garbage, and she has nothing unique to say about me. So if she can come up with something better than what she says in the chat room, then I challenge her to say it on air right now. If not, then just shut up.
Well, Lorino, I got to admit, was kind of funny.
Yeah, not bad.
Vinnie Craig wants you to come back. They miss. You say the same thing all the time.
See, now we got girl fight
every day.
Whatever, but I haven't been in webcam for 2 weeks now.
Yeah, and it's been a great place without you. Why don't you go ahead and keep that up?
I can't tell who's who. Wait a minute. Who hasn't been in the chat room? Dizzle hasn't been there for 2 weeks? Dizzle just hung up, by the way.
Yeah,
why'd you hang up?
I don't know. I think I found
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
She hasn't been in the Terry Cam chat room for 2 weeks and you haven't missed her?
Not at all. It's because she lost her job and she has nowhere else to go on the computer.
Calling people out.
Yeah, calling people out.
I'm just saying it like it is.
That's funny. She did call you Lorino, so I guess all's fair in love and war.
That is true.
Now all the chat room regulars are calling in. You guys know a Raquel?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sure. She's on every day.
Hi.
She's on right now. She's on Terry Cam, right?
Yes, Raquel. What do you want to add to this ridiculous conversation?
I just want to say hi on the air to everybody, and I just try to keep the peace, and I love everyone.
So you're
I
not...
Terry Cam, too.
You're not officially brainwashed and a part of the coalition yet, or what? How many people
I like gay, and I like BPP, and I just try to keep the peace
You
with
can't
everyone.
like them both. That's illegal. That's illegal in the Terry Cam chat room. You gotta, apparently, you got to pick a side, right, Gay? You got to pick a side in the Terry Cam chat room?
And he chose the backside.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
on both sides.
Lick my backside, ass.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of area to lick. Do you want the left side or the middle?
Wow. Hey, do you have a Missy Vi on hold?
Missy Vi?
Yeah, because she's...
I don't know who's on hold.
I
I
think
got Ace.
Barbara's too. All it is another girl on GPO's jock because he's brainwashed her too. So go ahead, bring her on.
All right. You know what? I think we can move on with our world. Terry, is there any stories that you failed to bring up this morning that need to be talked about, or what's the deal? I got a lot of people from the Terry Cam chat room actually holding on. I got Muffin Pirate, I got Rummy Rome, I got... You know them all, Terry?
Yes.
I got Sloth. Do you know Sloth?
Yes.
Who do you want to talk to the
Rome
most?
says me first.
I got Elusive. I got them all. Which one do you want to talk to first?
Well,
Terry?
let's go with Romy Rome because he said me first in the team.
Romy Rome, what do you got to say? 5 seconds or less.
I'm calling in to represent the coalition, and to hell with Reno Rhino. Love
He's
you,
part of the coalition, too?
Oh, they're everywhere. They're infiltrating this world. We got to put an end to it. It's like Dawn of the Dead. They just keep coming at you like zombies.
Great, try that, Hotshot. You kicked me out yesterday.
I did, yes. Now everybody sees why.
The fact that you got addicted to all this, Hotshot.
I know.
I got addicted
is the most.
Yeah,
I know.
This is the most kind of concerning part of the whole Terry Cam chat room.
It's scary.
Like that,
by the way,
I consider you a dude with a life. I consider you a guy with a real kind of admirable, admirable life.
Yeah, that was a
And yet
mistake.
you're as addicted as anyone now to the Terry Cam chat room.
I'm addicted to really getting under Gay's skin. I really bugs him when I go in there and do stuff that he can't do. It pisses him off, so I love it. I love
And
messing
maybe
with
that
him.
was your initial reason for going
but now
into the
I'm in.
Terry Cam room, but now you're in deep.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
So
rehab.
deep you don't understand.
But if you had to say to yourself whether or not I have an addictive personality, would you say yes or no on that?
Yes.
Okay, well, there you go.
All right.
Wow.
Either I'm in or I'm out. And I'm in.
Let's have a Terry Cam cool out day. What do you say?
Okay.
Well, we actually had one a couple weeks ago, and it really did a lot of good, didn't it?
Yeah.
They're going to get 2 in a row, Saturday, Sunday.
All right, yeah. Saturday and Sunday will officially be Terry Cam cool out days.
You're going to catch me here in the closet with the laptop and the flashlight. I have to get on. Open it up.
Is there a final story that you would like to bring on the air this morning, Terry, or what?
Oh, yeah. I just want to let you know that seems as though people over the age of 45 are passing around STDs like crazy. It's on the rise like no other time.
STDs?
STDs.
The percentage of people that are getting STDs in the 45 and over category is way up, way
Yes.
high. And we can thank Viagra, and we can thank Cialis, or whatever the other
Well,
drug
not
is.
even
And we can thank just the germs out there circulating at a higher rate for all this passing of what kind of STDs are leading the charge in the 45 and
first
over
of
world?
all, it seems as though genital herpes is up by 13%.
That's nice. Do you really want to be a 50-year-old with big warts on your schlong, or 50-year-old with the shriveled old balls isn't enough? Now you need to have pimples all over it? Wonderful.
Gonorrhea cases in people 65 and older is up by 11%.
65 and older,
Yes.
they're getting STDs at a much higher percentage than a couple of years earlier? or
Yes,
what?
yes.
What are they comparing this to? How many years ago?
Since 2002.
Since 2000.
So just 6 years ago.
Since 2002, the numbers were much lower than they are now.
Yes.
Very nice.
And genital warts,
They
for
need
the
to
same
do
age
something.
group, 17% up.
Well, they need to do something to occupy their time a little more. Maybe they need to find Terry Cam and get all obsessed with that, apparently. and cool out on the frivolous sex situation. Is anyone hooking up from Terry Cam? That's when I envisioned Terry Cam, when I came up with the idea for Terry Cam. And yes, as nauseated as I am by it, this was my brainchild.
It was, and it is.
I went to the powers that be at the company that is Clear Channel, and I told those who are in management and programming, I said, let's offer the listeners a little secondary way to communicate with each other. Let's put a camera on Terry. We'll call it Terry Cam. And everything that I envisioned came to fruition, but I never saw it getting to these levels, Terry.
Hey, I didn't either.
I never felt the overwhelming infighting. I never felt the packs that would be
Oh, yeah. How do you spell that?
I didn't feel all of this, Terry.
That was a trip inside gay phone operator's head.
And this was my creation.
Can I just tell you
where it's gone?
Can I just tell you that the rainbow...
Don't tell me anything.
Okay.
Don't tell me anything. I don't want to hear it.
Run amok, it has.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
It's gotten crazy. It has. I agree.
I feel like Dr. Frankenstein. Even though I never really saw the movie or the original book, I just feel like that's a fair analogy, wouldn't you say? It's kind of a guy who created a project that started killing people, or what?
Oh, it's alive, yes.
Yes. Wonderful.
By the way, syphilis cases for people 65 and over up by 208%.
That's what you need. You need to be a senior citizen peeing razor blades. That's wonderful.
Yeah, but are people not married anymore? Like, why is it going? Is there more single people at that age? Is that the problem?
Yeah, and I think what's happening is that yes, you go into these retirement communities, you know, and as a widow or a widower.
So these retirement communities are hookup spots now?
Yes.
Is that the deal?
Oh, my gosh, yes.
And I'm telling you why. It's all thanks to that blue diamond pill, Terry. It was better when these 65 and olders had no hope in their rope. Now they can get these, like, artificial, falsified boners, and they're all going wild.
The T-Man Show.
Keeping in mind how over the top and out of whack the Terry Cam situation has become, let me give you this bit of information to think about over the weekend.
Okay.
Starting on Monday morning.
Yes.
There'll be yet another new feature.
Oh, geez.
That will allow listeners to take part in the T-Man in the Morning Show in interactive ways that never before was available.
Everyone takes a turn beating gay phone operator?
Oh, jeez.
We haven't devised a perfect way to make that happen just yet, but we're working on that in the labs. Yep. We have our crack staff in the laboratories of the T-Man in the Morning Show right now working on that, so don't give that information away just yet. But, no, we have a new... exciting. This one wasn't my brainchild, I got to admit, Terry. This one was presented to me as something that could be available to listeners to take part in the show more than ever before. That I said, once I saw it, I said, yes, throw it on, make it happen. It'll start on Monday morning.
Ooh, Monday morning.
Will it take on a life of its own like Terry Cam has, to the point where we even can't control it? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be that kind of a situation, but it's going to be something for everyone to be aware of on Monday morning. As if Terry Cam wasn't enough for you. As if Terry Cam didn't seem like it's over the top in and of itself. Yes, and if you want to take your chances and get all addicted in the Terry Cam world, all you got to do is log on to the TManShow.com, like some people who can't turn their lives around anymore once did back in the day, and probably wish they could get that day back right around now. Hotshot Scott and many others. Any ideas as to what Monday morning will bring, Terry?
No.
Curious? A little bi-curious? What do you feel?
A little curious.
A little curious, but not bi-curious. Well, I don't want to overblow it, Terry. Keep that words in your mind over the weekend. But I certainly want to make everyone aware that there will be something that will be launched Monday morning that isn't available now.
What's that?
Terry, I'm not going to give that information out. You're going to have to find out when everyone else does. I don't even know what to call it, to be honest.
Well, describe it.
I don't want to describe it. I'm not going to describe it. Because then people would have questions. Let's just wait for Monday morning. What
Really?
Are you a 6-year-old and
Yes.
it's December 23rd?
Yes.
Is that the problem here?
Yes, open.
On Monday morning,
Oh, come on.
you'll know just like everybody else. John, bring it home on this Friday morning, last weekend of April 2008, please. In only the
Ladies and
professional
gentlemen,
way that
thank
you know how.
you very much for tuning in to the T-Man the Morning Show. Hot Shot Scott, Vinnie the Pooh, Pasty, Dave, Terry, Free, and her dumb, stupid stories. The Terry Cam at www.thetmanshow.com. Also, remember this number, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to need it. 1-866-663-T-Man. Have a great weekend.
Yes.
Thank you for
What
tuning
other
in.
morning show lets a homeless person do their professional broadcast announcement?
The T-Man Show.
Hey there. What's going on, baby? What's happening? I see you got a fresh box of, what'd you call that? A fresh, oh, yeah, I'll save it for later. How's your throat? Feeling good? Everything well?
You know, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Sound good.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
On the mend.
Uh-huh. You got your little MacBook up and ready to action. Cherry's ready to play. And she's got a little
ready to play.
Low cut on. And
I do.
She's,
Push-up bra and everything.
Oh, you and me both. And, we got some new and exciting times that we embark on starting today.
And you were supposed to tell us something today.
Yeah, well, I will. Relax. Not the second.
Why not?
Doesn't mean I got to tell you right now.
Oh, jeez.
I'll tell you in a couple of seconds. Let me settle in my chair here.
You're settled.
Oh.
There you go. Now tell me.
Okay, now I'm a little more settled than before, but I'm still not quite settled enough.
Oh.
All right? Yeah, even with that said, still not settled yet enough. Patience, my love.
No patience.
And, I don't know. It's not, don't overhype it, Terry. It's big, but, I mean, I think it's going to be, it's going to be fun, but,
well, but
don't overhype it.
I know, but, I mean, I just don't like it when you tell me that you have stuff to tell me, and then you just, like, kind of leave it alone.
Okay, was on your mind all weekend?
Well, yeah, I was like, what the heck are you talking about?
Wow. Man. Says a lot about your weekend.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
But you brought in the fresh little bottle of Jif there, I see.
I did.
Yeah.
Fresh and new, got to start a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Only lasts about a week.
Oh. Yes.
Well, why not? Peanut butter's my life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Terry needs some peanut butter to get through the morning. And it's a Monday action last week of April. It'll turn into May before the week's out, and that's how we did it. And it's going to be an interesting morning.
All right.
That's all I can promise.
Okay. Did you watch the NFL draft from start to finish?
From start to finish? No, that's actually virtually impossible, Terry, to watch the NFL draft from start to finish. I watched as much
as you could.
As the next guy.
Okay.
All right?
Right.
I put in a good 4 hours with the NFL draft between Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, flipping back and forth, but I would say all told, maybe that's a stretch. I watched a good at least 2.5 hours in the first round.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I watched picks like 1 through like 16, and that's 2.5 hours.
It's exciting.
Yes.
It is absolutely nonstop bedlam type excitement.
Tons of.
Now, what do we know about this guy?
I like the way every guy who gets drafted is the greatest player ever.
Oh, yeah.
I just love that.
Like a highlight film about everybody.
And the highlights just make it like, oh, this team's going to be awesome now. And I like just watching dudes sitting around with their families, looking as stressed out as they could possibly be on the greatest day of their life.
I know.
And, that's luckily this year, there wasn't a guy sitting around. They know not to do that anymore. They only put 6 guys He brought it up, Terry.
I know you did. Well, no, because I was actually thinking about you guys.
They used to put 10 to 15 guys, and maybe then some, in the actual scene where the draft takes place.
Yeah.
This year, they only put 6 guys because of Brady Quinn last year and Matt Leinart waited a while. They just look like idiots sitting there for hours.
In their little suit and tie, all ready to go.
This year, they only had 6 guys, and they were the first 6 picks.
Yeah. Locks of the year.
Yeah.
You know they're getting...
So if you're not the lock of the year...
Well, and then they had pictures in everybody else's, or cameras in everybody else's home.
Yeah,
and
like
they're
the
just
Sean Jackson, who eventually got taken by the Philadelphia Eagles, and, you know, players like that sitting around dressed up like they're at the draft.
Right.
I mean, Deshaun Jackson couldn't have had a nicer suit on, and yet he's in his house with his family. I never wear a suit in my house.
Yeah. When I go to the fridge, I'm going to look so good. You'll see, dude.
Oh, when I lay down a deuce, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to be styling. He was wearing the nicest clothes anyone's ever worn in their home.
I watched it.
Yes. And then he gets picked, and it's a happy moment. He's going to be a great player.
Yes.
And I was hoping that a team that I rooted for would have gotten him, but he didn't go to the second round, which I think he's a littler receiver. That's their knock on him.
He's small.
Yes, he's only 5'9.5", but you watch the kind of NFL career he has.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
You ask Mel Kiper if you don't believe me, Terry.
Oh, Mel Kiper.
He knows.
The T-Man Show.
Would Hillary Duff love to do the Beverly Hills 90210 spinoff?
Oh.
Our Krista Dos Santos got the 90 scoop that producers for the CW's remake have reached out to Hillary, offering her a starring role in the series. No word from Duff's camp yet on whether she's interested, but the potential character is Annie Mills, a cute as a button student who's into theater acting.
I love cute as a button students, too.
Watch out, Jenny Garth. There could be a new hot blonde moving into Bev Hills.
Why would Jenny Garth care? Jenny Garth's just hoping to get some kind of paycheck from the show.
Maybe
That's all.
so.
She doesn't care if some Hillary Duff situation develops, and what, is it going to ruin the legacy of Kelly from the old 90210?
No, I don't think so. I think actually...
So what's the watch out, Jenny Garth? What does she care? She wants it to do well, and she wants to get some kind of part as a teacher on this show, so it lasts for many seasons, and she can eat. That's all she cares about.
Right.
So, I don't know whether trying to make it like it's a big deal.
So watch out, Jenny Garth. There could be a new hot blonde moving into Bev Hills.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. I'll watch out.
I think the reporter's making a bigger deal of it than Jenny Garth is.
I think the reporter even knows why she's doing that.
Right.
All right. Yeah. What
Actually, she'd fit in pretty well, I think.
Who? Hillary Duff?
Yeah.
She'd fit in very well, but she's almost above the remake of 90210, one might think.
Yeah,
if she took the part as the lead on 90210, wouldn't it kind of be like a letdown? Or
not necessarily if they're trying to, if it's all the whole current, they're making it all, current now.
I just think it would be a great get for the show, and not the biggest, oh, wow, that's great for Hillary Duff. It would be more of a, wow, good. This show is going to be better than I thought. It'd be like that kind of feeling.
Yes.
It wouldn't be, oh, Hillary Duff got a great part.
Way to go, Hillary Duff.
It wouldn't be like, it'd almost be like she's stepping down a little bit. Like she's got nothing else going on.
She really doesn't.
Well, okay, then take it. That's my professional advice.
I mean, I don't know the last movie she's been in, and I don't think she's put out an album.
Because it's all Miley right now.
Yeah, go Hannah Montana and Miley.
That'd be cool if just to piss Hillary Duff off. Not that they're like near the same age necessarily, but I'm sure Miley Cyrus is pissing off Hillary Duff a little bit. Miley Cyrus at age 15 took the part just to piss Hillary Duff off that much more. You got the Miley Cyrus update of the morning, don't you?
I do.
Those pictures have been confirmed as her.
They have.
Those pictures of her in her little bra.
Well, it's not like she's got her top off.
I understand. I saw the pictures many a moment last week, Terry.
I know.
And a Pasty wants to print my guys more. It's fine.
Oh, dude. Hold on. They're in my wallet. Hang on.
She is apologizing.
Turn his computer. He's got it as a screensaver.
No question.
If it's not her, he's got some other 15-year-old as a screensaver. I'm sure. But, yeah, only Miley Cyrus could get in trouble for a clothed picture.
I know.
But she is kind of lounging around in a provocative little posture in her bra, Terry.
Yeah. So now she's apologizing for those little racy pictures.
This is the second apology in about as many months from Miley Cyrus. The first one seemed a little ridiculous. She wasn't wearing her seatbelt.
Oh, the seatbelt.
In a scene they shot for some
movie or...
Yeah, some movie.
Disney.
What movie was that?
Gosh.
Some Disney movie, whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
And it seems kind of weird that she'd have to come out and apologize for... She wasn't exactly driving 80 miles an hour on the highway. It was on the Universal Studio little...
lot and...
little movie studio lot. And yet she came out and apologized. I was sending a bad message, and we should have had our seatbelts fastened. Me and my dad were wrong. Yeah. All right.
Well,
now she's apologizing for being in her bra.
Well, yeah, for the little casual pictures when she's lounging around with her boyfriend.
Now, next month when she's in Hustler, Terry, maybe then she's got to apologize.
Maybe then.
Because she's starting to advance from the apology of the seatbelt, which seemed kind of like a big nothing, to her now lounging around in her bra. Still not a big whoop. Right? Not the biggest deal in the world.
No.
But she is kind of advancing with the seriousness of the situation.
Well, yeah,
not that it's gone anywhere, but at this pace, I'm thinking Hustler by next month, Terry.
Well, here's the other thing about...
Oh, that would be great, T-Man. I love 15-year-olds. Thank you. My magazine will do awesome.
Well, we have Larry Flint here in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. It took me a second to figure out who he was.
I know, me too.
I was like, is that Pasty?
I'm like...
Did Pasty get a molar impacted or something?
Yeah, we're going to have a special section for 15-year-olds.
That's Larry Flint, the founder, the owner, the CEO, the COO, the CFO of Hustler Magazine.
Right.
A couple dollars, that guy.
Yeah.
And extraordinary poker player, not really.
Have you played poker with him?
Well, I've seen him
all right.
in the Bellagio poker room. Does that count? I haven't sat at the table with him, Terry.
Okay.
And
he's only got half of a poker face.
Oh, just he plays most of the time at his own joint, Terry.
Oh my God.
And
yes,
he's quite accomplished, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's good or not, but ask me about Nelly as a poker player, Terry.
How's Nelly as a poker player?
He loves poker, I can tell you that.
Does he? Throws it out there like nobody's business?
Oh, jeez.
I mean, does he?
We still talking about poker?
No, I mean, like, is he?
Yes, he does that.
Yeah, this isn't even. You can barely even see her bra, I guess. She's kind of yanking it down for you, though.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
So she apologizes about these pictures, but other pictures that are now surfacing or going around are an actual photo shoot of her that was done for Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair.
And they're pretty risque.
Vanity Fair can only get so risque, though, too.
Well, you know, but for a cover or whatever. Apparently, it's
so you're saying
Miley is covering herself with a sheet, but most of her back is exposed.
Let me see if I got you straight. You're saying that fresh off the apology for these pictures that surfaced on the internet of her showing herself in her bra,
right?
She is now moments away from having the world see pictures of her in the Vanity Fair spread, and the Vanity Fair spread pictures are going to be more explicit than the pictures we've all seen over the past week.
Well, they're you know, I mean,
is her here?
Yeah.
She's like kind of a homely teenager, don't you think?
Yeah.
She's not really like super pretty and hot. Like she doesn't look like an adult.
Homely is a pretty strong. Homely is like synonymous with ugly. You're saying she's ugly?
She kind of is, don't you think? She's not really super attractive.
Well, because usually they make you all glammed up a little bit.
When Britney was 15, she looked like a woman. Like Britney was hot. Mm-hmm. She looks like a little kid. Like doesn't even look. I'm not feeling it.
Well, she looks very, very, you know, just your normal 15-year-old kid.
Right. What's wrong with looking like a little kid at 15?
But
that's freaked out about how hot she is. And look at her in her bra.
And really, she looks very average.
I don't think you could call her ugly by any means.
No, we're not saying, but she's very average.
I'm saying what he
said. Homely.
I think if homely and ugly are like the same thing, Terry.
Okay.
If homely may even be worse than ugly.
Yeah.
To call someone homely is kind of like more of a knock than saying you're ugly.
I understand, but I think if she was like in high school and wasn't famous, she would be kind of a dork or a nerd and be kind of picked on.
Well, there's a big difference between her being not famous and her being as famous as she is.
I better judge that picture.
I think you've certainly gone too far with your harsh criticisms of her looks. Now, this picture of her in Vanity Fair is not a good one. I'll tell you right now, she looks too much like her dad. And
there's homely.
Mm-hmm. Take a look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not good.
But the picture of her in her bra, I don't think it's bad at all. I don't think she looks ugly by any means. Are you kidding? You hook up with her in a second if you're in high school.
Jesus, we're really talking about this.
Yeah, maybe not homely, but she's just not.
All right, let
me see. I ain't seen the bra one yet.
Yeah, the bra one I like. Let me see if I'm, of course, 17 in high school. If I'm 17 in high school...
I feel so guilty looking at this. I don't know why. Because I like it, but I shouldn't.
Okay, settle down. All right, you don't have to tell us
I'm just saying.
exactly why you feel guilty.
Right.
Okay.
And if you're getting a half tank, you might want to keep that to yourself.
Right.
Because you'll be arrested on the spot. But anyway, I don't think by any means she looks ugly. I think she looks pretty in their picture, in her bra. But this Vanity Fair picture is not a good one. Her face looks weird.
Looks evil.
Her face looks kind of...
It's not like she's very made up or anything.
And the way she's got that, like, rounded back look, it almost looks like she's...
She kind of look like the chick from The Grudge.
I hate to say, like, almost like special needs or something.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We'll put both these pictures up on the tminutshow.com. And keep in mind that, well, I don't want to give too much away this morning, but put those pictures immediately up on the tmanshow.com. So anyone who hasn't had access, well, I mean, these are clothed pictures, Terry.
Right.
But we are talking about a 15-year-old.
Right.
But we are talking about one of the hottest celebrities in the world. See, I'm debating right now on the air about putting... I guess they could be considered racy pictures of a 15-year-old up on the tmanshow.com, but they're all out there. They're going to be in Vanity Fair.
Right.
And they're the most, she's the most high-profile celebrity pretty much in the world, no matter what age we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not just talking about 18 and under. I'm talking about the entire Hollywood world right now. There's no one hotter, so to speak, than Miley Cyrus.
You're right.
All right. So we'll put her pictures up, but then at 7 o'clock, I may have to take those pictures down because something else is going to happen.
Oh, 12-year-old topless.
Yeah, we have to make room for that.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
But anyway, so those it's interesting that she feels,
She keeps apologizing, and then she keeps taking it one baby step further.
Right. But I think...
But they're baby steps.
Well, but the thing is, too, when it comes to, one's a casual, like, in her house, hanging out with her boyfriend thing, and the other is an actual photo shoot with a very, with the pictures were taken by Annie Leibovitz.
Well, Annie Leibovitz, I don't want her taking pictures of any of my family.
No, but she's well known, and
she took a bad picture of Miley.
Well, I understand that, but she's well known, and for Vanity Fair and stuff like that, it's
this hunchback picture that Annie Leibovitz took that we're going to put up on the tmanshow.com right now is, to me, is not a very flattering picture.
I agree.
And it's so non-flattering that it has Hotshot Scott calling her homely.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. She doesn't look right.
Well, you shouldn't be feeling it when you're 32 years old and you're looking at pictures of a 15-year-old.
That's a good point, really. But I can tell if someone's pretty or not.
Oh, I'm feeling it. Yeah. You shouldn't be...
You can judge if someone's pretty.
Yes. You're saying you're looking at that picture and Annie Leibovitz made it seem to you that this is a girl who's not pretty.
Yes.
Now, when you look at the picture of her in her bra, though, do you say the same thing? That's the girl that's not pretty.
Borderline cute.
That's it?
She's just pretty average.
Oh, come on. Come on, there's no way to look at the picture. She looks cute. She looks pretty in that picture. Come on.
Sort of cute, yeah.
Sort of cute?
She's not Britney or someone like that.
A nice, solid, no doubt about it, cute.
Well, let's go. Okay, here, let's compare her and Jamie Lynn Spears.
Well, because they're right about 8 months pregnant right now, too?
No, but minus the pregnancy.
But I'll take those pictures anyway.
Minus
I got it. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Minus the fact that she's pregnant. We all know that.
Minus the bump.
Same age, basically.
Yes. All right.
So,
well, they're two different species, Terry.
Well, but they're the same age. They're in the same...
I get it. I understand. And I'll take... I don't know. I don't want to say anything that sounds creepy, so I'll just leave it alone.
For Pasty Dave. Why don't you ask the resident expert on 15-year-olds?
Pasty! Whitey!
Yes, sir.
Oh, jeez.
Terry wants a little post-out action between Jamie Lynn Spears and Miley Cyrus. Which one do you think wins out as far as overall prettiness?
Overall prettiness, definitely Jamie Lynn. The pregnancy would probably bump her down a couple notches now.
Wow. Taking off points for her pregnancy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the Miley Cyrus pictures might have boosted her.
Might want to turn the mic a little bit more towards you, but... Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you better. A little bit more towards your face there. Yeah, there it is.
A little bit.
Yeah, then I can hear you.
Yeah, I think Jamie Lynn would win.
Big difference. What?
I think Jamie Lynn would win.
Jamie Lynn would win.
You're a weird guy, you know that?
Yeah, I've heard.
I've heard.
Been told.
Wow. All right. I just wanted to have him answer so I could say that. Jamie Lynn wins.
He looks at a lot of pictures, though. He's a good judge.
Right. Okay.
All right.
So Vanity Fair comes out when?
Well, it was doesn't give me specific dates as to.
It's a monthly magazine.
Yeah, and it just says it was from an actual photo shoot that she did for Vanity Fair magazine.
Okay.
I don't know.
Has it been released yet or no?
Again, I don't. It doesn't give me any dates. It just says it's from there. So I don't know if it was old, how new, and.
I'm assuming she hasn't been around forever. It's
right, I'm
relatively
sure it's
new.
relatively
It probably is due to be released next month. That's my guess.
She was 9. She was doing photo shoots for Vanity Fair.
So.
Hot.
Pasty, are those pictures up yet or what? They're what? Yeah? Ooh. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Tari, not obviously in this segment, but right around 7 o'clock, I'm going to give you that news that I kind of previewed on Friday. That's going to be a new little element of the program. Not going to change anyone's life. Not going to shake up the world by any means.
Okay.
Not a major T-Man announcement, Tari. Not even a necessarily medium-sized T-Man announcement, but a T-Man announcement nonetheless.
Okay.
That's going to add a new wrinkle to the to all that's happening on the T-Man show from minute to minute.
Terry's got her Botox ready.
And I think she's worried about a new wrinkle. I think that you're going to have fun with it, Terry.
Good deal.
And everyone is going to be able to have fun with it because it allows the listeners, as if the listeners don't have enough of a means to express themselves already. Through Terry Cam, believe me, they express themselves from minute to minute. This will just give them another platform, another little avenue.
Oh, my goodness.
For the freedom of expression that we love from the listeners.
Yeah.
All right? That's all I'll say as far as cluing you in. I know that you're... Well, you may have put it together by now. I don't know. It doesn't seem like you're asking as many questions.
Well,
maybe you figured it out in large part. But
I don't know.
Okay. You just know now. You're not as curious or you're not as demanding for information because you know in about 20, 15 minutes I'll be telling you anyway.
Right.
Okay.
And if I sit here and beg, it'll extend.
It's just a question of who. Well, I don't want to ask this question out loud because then may take away from the moment. But all right, let me take a break. When we get back, Terry, in the next segment, screw 7 o'clock. I'll just make it happen right now. We'll get it going.
Okay.
All right?
I got you.
Those pictures up by Cyrus there. Whitey! Pasty!
Couple seconds.
Couple of seconds?
Yes. I have not gotten the confirmation
We're
yet.
growing old here.
They'll be up quick, yep.
Well, they're not up yet.
No, it takes them about a couple
Because I need those pictures to get up so that I can take them down.
Oh, wow.
All right? You understand?
Yes, I got you.
I need them to get up and take them right down?
Yeah, I need them to get up as quickly as possible so that I can take them down, Terry. Yes, because I have to do something as it pertains to the announcement, Terry.
Oh, okay. I was like,
all right?
Are you just trying to mess with Pasty?
No, I'm not.
Put them up and then take them down?
No. It makes sense to me.
Saying they are up.
They're up?
Check
hold
it out, Terry. Check it out.
I just want, so people who are listening to us referring to Miley Cyrus's pictures as like a hunchback, maybe short bust, kind of pictures, hotshot saying she doesn't look pretty.
Right.
I mean, people are like, well, I want to see these pictures. Maybe someone out there saying that. So I want them to be able to see it, but then I have to take it down. All right? Because I got other things I got to be doing. Are they up, Terry? Have you refreshed on the TManShow.com yet?
For it to...
Terry, I don't know if you've been to the site. It's called the TManShow.com. And,
that's right.
You can tell me if the pictures are up right now.
A P or an X?
On the TManShow.com.
It's taking forever. Don't
Yes, it
know
is.
why,
Well,
but it's
there's probably enough people that we've sent there in such immediate fashion that it's not loading right away. Hundreds and thousands of people as we speak are competing with you right now to go to the TManShow.com.
Loading.
And it's taking a while to load.
There she is.
Okay.
Now, question. I thought you wanted a comparison of Jamie Lynn, because both the Miley Cyrus pictures.
Don't make this more difficult than it has to be, Terry.
Sorry.
We just wanted both Miley Cyrus pictures up there.
Then they're both there.
They'll be there for approximately 5 minutes. Wow. This is your 5-minute warning to run to your computers and see these pictures, and then we have to take them down.
Get them while they're hot. Miley Cyrus going like flapjacks.
What's that now, Terry? They're what?
Yeah, I like her casual one way better than the vanity.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
much better. The casual one, there's no way anyone could say that she's ugly.
Right.
There's no way anyone could say she's homely.
Right.
In the picture above that
Annie did.
Annie,
get your gun.
With her.
Yeah, she didn't.
With her kind of rounded back.
Yeah, and kind of like really like she like whited her out even more.
She whited her out?
Made her
whited her out.
Yeah, whited her out, made her look kind of ghostly looking.
Mm-hmm. She's powderish.
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't pick up on that. But anyway, you could see that maybe Hopscotch has some stake to his claim that she's not a pretty 15-year-old.
Yeah, could be.
Like some A1 with that if I could.
But even in that picture, I don't see most high school dudes saying, nah, I know she wants me, but screw it.
High school guys are pretty picky, surprisingly enough. They probably shouldn't be, but they are.
I think they'd rather have her in picture number 2 than picture number 1.
It's the same girl, Terry.
I understand that.
Yeah, I understand. That you understand.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We're there.
But it's not like it's two different girls. I'd rather have the girl in picture number 1 than the girl in picture number 2. Same girl.
I understand that.
Okay.
But if you just showed high school guys picture number 1...
What if you showed high school guys both? Let's say this...
They'd say picture number 2.
Miley Cyrus wasn't Miley Cyrus, and she's just some average girl, and some 15-year-old dude is shown pictures that his friend wants to hook him up with this girl. But here's picture A, here's picture B. You look at them both, do you say, oh, yeah, make it happen?
He's going to pass.
It's going to pass?
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
No, you're wrong.
High school guys are really picky.
Yes, they are.
If they're not perfect, they're out.
They're picky when a bunch of their friends are hanging around, every second. But if it was just like a bunch of friends hanging out in a basement somewhere.
If it was just picture 2, they're out.
No.
They're going to pass.
Yeah,
what's wrong with that girl? I'm out.
They'd be like, goth.
No,
she kind of looks
give her the
goth.
benefit of the doubt for some reason.
Out.
Mm-hmm.
Picture number 1, totally in.
Totally in?
Totally in. Picture,
totally out?
Yes.
Okay, whatever. Anyway.
Well, I live with a 17-year-old, so I guess I wouldn't know.
You know what? I don't know if we have to get all snippy about that.
But I mean...
Sounds like we are.
Yeah, she took it there.
Jeez. Sorry to insult you, Terry.
No, I'm the expert on I'm agreeing with Hotshot. I'm agreeing with Hotshot.
Yeah, okay.
First of all, but I'm
Got
just...
it. And you're getting all snippy. That's fine. No. Whatever. Don't challenge Terry.
But you look at me like I don't.
Ever.
You look at me like I don't have an in at all or know anything.
You got an in on the 17-year-old boys.
Right down here.
Yeah. And it seems like you want to fight about it. Good. The
T-Man Show.
Nick Lachey is a new high school student. The singer will be hosting an upcoming ABC reality series called High School Musical Summer Session. The network says finalists will be part of a music program and that one of them will become part of the High School Musical family.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
Yeah, it does. You don't sound very convinced.
Yeah. Oh, Nick Lachey is hosting such a must-see little TV show, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Everything he does lately is just so gay. I'm sorry. Come on. Man. All right. Sounds
Not
good.
up his alley, I guess.
I always wonder what was up his alley lately, Terry, since he left J-Samp.
Yeah.
But... you sound like you're in on the show. It sounds like something you and the family could gather around and watch, participate in, and enjoy. Oh, that's exciting. That's what the world needs, more TV programming for the family.
Nick Lachey is a new high school student. The singer will be hosting an upcoming ABC reality series called High School Musical Summer Session. The network says finalists will be part of a music program and that one of them will become part of the High School Musical family.
Why are you looking all squinty-eyed there?
He's playing a high school student?
No, he's... going to be hosting high school students that are...
he looks young and all, but I was like, really? You're going to be an 18-year-old?
No,
it's my age, Chief.
It's kind of like... Isn't it kind of like a...
he's older than you.
Yeah, he might be.
Yeah, he's like 36, 35, something like that.
He is up there.
Mm-hmm. What's your question, Terry?
It's kind of like a American Idol type, but for high school.
Isn't everything these days?
All right, another singing competition.
Yeah, something like that. Singing, acting.
But this gets you your spot on High School Musical.
Yes.
Oh.
Part 2.
All worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So there you go.
It's very, very exciting. Non-stop action.
Yeah, sounds like for you guys.
What else? else is going on out there on a Monday, Terry? I'm seconds away from telling you about the new news.
The new news?
That's what I love about news, especially when it's new news. Yes, it's...
the big T-Man announcement?
Well, it's not a big T-Man announcement. Again, don't overhype it, Terry. It's just going to be something that's going to be an interesting little...
addition.
Situation, yes.
Okay. All right.
I can tell you already know now. I can tell that you have either had the chat room people figure it out or your suspense level is down and you're playing along now, and that's fine. You can tell me you know what it is. That's fine.
Well,
but I'm still going to let everyone know in a couple of seconds.
All right.
I know you may not know every detail, but you have an idea now.
Okay.
I can tell.
All right.
Don't try to pull it off as if you're curious.
Okay.
All right? On Friday, you had no idea what I was talking about, and that sounded genuine. Now I know. You know.
What do you want?
I don't want you to do anything.
1 minute. I
want you to tell me what's on the
First thing this morning, I ask you about it, and then you're like pushing me off and pushing me off. So pretty soon you get tired of getting nose.
Get off.
Getting pushed off and all that stuff. Come on, and ignored.
Girls get all excited with nose.
Jeez.
Now, are you saying you don't know what it is?
I don't know what it is.
And none of your chat room buddies know?
Everybody in the Terry Cam are like, okay, we're waiting for the big announcement.
It's not a big announcement.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're typing out big announcement.
Okay. Well, if they want to present it that way, that's fine. I don't want them to be disappointed thinking it's a bigger announcement than it is. But I think they're especially going to get something out of this.
All right.
And that's what it's all about from day to day, getting something out of it, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Right.
Okay. So they don't know and you don't know.
No.
All right. Give me a story or two, and then I'll let you all know.
I have an update for you regarding Wesley Snipes. According to TMZ, he will be required to serve 2.5 years minimum of his 3-year sentence to actually be qualified of early release. Because there was always speculation that...
what a dumbo. Does he really need that? Couldn't he have just paid his taxes like a normal person?
Trying to make a statement, I guess. I don't know.
Everyone has felt that way. I felt that way. You make X amount of dollars. Okay, why should I only have made 60% of my money or 70% of my money or even 75% of my money when I can make 100%? Yes. I ain't paying these taxes. I mean, everyone's thought that. Mm-hmm. But you know that if you're a working person, from being a busboy at the Ponderosa Steakhouse like I was, Terry, I mean, I was making $4 an hour when I was working at the Ponderosa Steakhouse.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, $4 an hour.
And when they take taxes out of that, it tends to sting a little bit.
Yeah.
Not as bad as the hot water.
All right? Not as bad as the hot water spritzing out of the the hose there.
Right.
But still hurts.
Yeah.
But it hurts because I would have preferred to make a full $4 an hour.
Yes.
As opposed to $3.19 an hour.
Right.
Okay? But I didn't tell my accountant, and I had an accountant at age 16.
Yes, I know.
Same one I know. I didn't tell my dad, hey, Dad, get me that money back.
Right.
So now, because he thought he was above the law, I guess, he's got to sit and time out for at least 2.5 to 3 years. It's nice.
Yeah. So, of course, no word when he's going to start sitting.
I wonder if he now is kind of dreading his decision.
Yeah.
Well, he paid $5 million last week to try to take the sting off the sentence, and the judge said that was not good enough. You owe
little
20.
too late there, buddy.
So that $5 million he can't get back now?
No,
he owes it. He owes $20 million.
Yeah.
So he still has to pay the $20 million.
Yeah.
Sure. The judge is
and sit in jail.
Not gonna do it. Not impressed.
Yeah, that's nice.
A day late, $20 million short, my friend.
Well, it's kind of like, so if you can cough up $5 million right now, where's the rest of it? Why even go through all this crap? So, oh well.
Alicia, do you know what the small to medium-sized announcement is going to be in a matter of seconds? Alicia, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, Alicia, good morning.
Hi, T-Man.
How are you?
Hi, Terry.
Hi.
Really, my question, I guess, I kind of want to aim it toward Terry because she's a female.
Oh, all right, Terry's here. You can aim away.
Vinnie, listen up.
Wow.
Are you? You're married, aren't you, Terry?
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yes.
Well, okay. I was with a guy for about 4 years, and he was, I guess you say, normal. But he was of Mexican descent.
There's no such thing as a normal man.
No, there's not.
But go ahead.
I mean, I don't know how to say it, but well, I'm just not used to it. I'm with a new guy, and I've been with him for about 3 weeks. We've known each other for a couple months, but I just got like sexually active last night, and I don't know, he's uncut.
Oh, jeez.
And I just didn't know how to deal with it.
They're saying more and more men are now skewing towards, there's a little trend going to uncut. Is that right? Did I hear that? Did I read that somewhere? Or what?
I'm actually going to give my kid the director's cut.
So, like,
really
that means the bars on the side?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's very exciting.
is it the same? Is that a good reason to... Is that
pretty
a good
much
reason
the
to break up
same.
She's
with
basically
somebody?
saying, Terry, you've been with all shapes and sizes.
I have. Cut and uncut, yes, both.
Do you have any preference? Do you have any
Pretty much
feelings
the
on
same.
this? It doesn't affect you one way or the other? I mean, it
No.
looks totally different, right?
Well,
I mean,
sure,
an
but I
uncut
mean,
one
are
can
you
look like
that-
an aardvark sometimes, right?
Well-
Terry? It could look like some big anteater kind of, I don't know, some big... I mean, from a cosmetic standpoint, it looks completely different. But from a sexual, physical satisfaction level, it's...
Everything's the same.
It has no bearing?
No bearing.
No ball bearing?
Right.
So is there a difference? Does it matter? I mean, I haven't...
No, it doesn't matter.
She's saying physically
Seems very
no, but it's just the initial shock of seeing one for the first time that probably has you caught a little bit off guard and still kind of shimmering this morning. It sounds like you're shimmering, you're shivering, you're all kinds of things this morning. Is that pretty much what you're feeling? You're a little shocked by what you saw, or what?
Yeah, I
'Cause you've
guess. I mean,
seen-
he was very confident about it.
You-
So
Well, and quite honestly, we've a lot of doctors have said that when a man is cut, they lose a lot of sensitivity, tons of sensitivity.
That's why I'm
due
such a
to
jerk.
that.
Now I know why I'm such a jerk.
And now,
Of course he's confident. He's got 1 extra centimeter because he wasn't snipped.
Yeah, probably
well, but
doesn't
the thing,
matter.
I mean, really, it doesn't make a difference.
All right,
Yeah, I
we
guess
got
it-
you.
I mean,
Well, but
he's a
that's
good
what
guy.
she's
It's just weird.
wants to know.
He thinks he's some big Joe Studley because he's uncut and looking bigger than maybe he would have ordinarily, but
Well, I don't even know that's
maybe he's
that, but,
enjoying
I mean,
it
that's-
more than the circumcised man.
There you go. Maybe
because
he is.
there's a few extra sensations at the tip of his dilly, but
That's why I got the name for the dilly bar at Dairy Queen.
yeah,
I don't know.
they worked long and hard on that.
Oh, yeah.
Situation. What's your kind of reaction to what you saw last night for the first time? Because, Alicia, we know you've seen your share of schlongs, and this was the first time, apparently, obviously, you've seen an uncut one. What was your reaction?
I just
sound a
had
little
to act
frightened.
like nothing was wrong. But,
But you sound a little frightened, and that's why you called Terry for some reassurance, for some advice. You were a little bit...
I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, I guess it's not a good reason to break up with someone. Then is it?
Oh,
I
well,
mean,
she thought it was so awkward that she's considering breaking up with him over
Well,
this.
let me ask you this: as a woman, we don't all look the same down there either. How would you like it if he went down there and said, "You look a little not normal, so it's not like my last other girls that I've been with, so I'm out."
Perfectly justifiable, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Every
I mean,
guy. See a freak.
It doesn't.
If some girl's got a freak VJ, Terry,
A freak
you
VJ.
cut and
Did I
run.
mention anything to him?
You
Like,
Why
cut
would you?
and run.
Why would you?
You look down there and you're like, what the hell is that? You cut and run.
I don't know. It's just different because
So it's different.
So what you're saying is you can't handle it?
Is it still like clean? Like is it still? It's not anything.
Well,
Some doctors have said it's subject to a higher level of infection and added little oogies and germs. But if his hygiene is up to standards, he should be okay.
So it's okay as long as he's like, It's,
We're more worried about
I don't
what's
know, I
in
think
your
he's
mind.
weird.
Yeah,
It's like
that's the
stinky.
thing. That's the issue. We're more worried about what's in your head over this, not what's in his.
It smelled different, I don't want to say it over the air. I don't think like it's right.
Doesn't.
But it's just-
Oh, geez. Did she say? Oh, that's just nasty.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, you know what? It's a little early on a Monday. You keep your smells to yourself, all right?
All right.
It sounds like you need to break up with him, okay? If you're dealing with all kinds of fears and sights and sounds and smells that you can't handle, leave it for the next lady, for this guy. He's all proud of it, and
Hear some other
she's
people
scared.
call in about it. That's all I
No,
want.
no one's going to call in about it, all right?
Yeah, I think they might.
Yeah,
I
they
just
probably
want
will, but we're not interested, all right?
Some feedback. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow. I'm going to cancel my sausage scramble this morning, please. Settling out.
Terry will take it.
Okay. Wow.
Let me just give you this little bit of advice, honey. I'm not so sure the next guy is beating down your door so fast, all right? So before you break up with this guy over his exaggerated situation, you better be sure that you're not going to be a lonely young lady for a while. Have you noticed any aroma issues, Terry?
Nope.
So why is she making it like she's picked up on something? She senses something.
But he could have said the same thing about her.
That could be.
You know what I'm saying? To
that
me,
could be completely unrelated to a circumcision issue.
All right.
All right?
Okay.
Maybe he just didn't bathe in the past 36 hours.
Easy to do on a weekend.
Mm-hmm. Very easy to go shower free from before you go out Friday night straight to Sunday.
And then you wake up Monday late. Oh, crap. One more day.
What's one more day going to do?
Exactly. What do I do? I'll change my shirt at least.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
We've all been there. Not time to shower. I'm good to go.
Gotta go.
Yes.
And my sister fought hard against getting her son circumcised. Did not
I
want to
remember
do
that.
it.
I remember that.
Out.
Yes.
So I guess that is kind of a new trend.
But your nephew, for the record, is a circumcised young man.
He is, yes.
And your sister, who's his mom, is still regretting that she was kind of roped into circumcising him at the request of the father of the child.
Yes. Feels like she was roped in.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't even go. Stayed home.
Didn't even go for the circumcision.
Don't want to be part of this. Mutilation, she called it.
She went as far as to call it mutilation.
Yes.
Wow.
If you want to go cut your son's genitalia, you take him.
Well, it's becoming a bigger and bigger kind of decision that parents are making.
Yeah.
It used to be more,
kind of cut and dry in the past.
Yeah. In the 80s and 90s, it was pretty much standard that everyone was circumcising their kids, and now over the past 5 to 7 years, people are making it a big decision again.
Maybe they'll just leave the umbilical cord on too, you know? Let him walk around.
Oh, you want some sensitivity? You walk around with that thing hanging around.
Built-in leash.
So you want to get that backpack with the leash attached. Well, there are some calls calling up wanting to give Alicia advice, but as I said, some people should be able to have some breakfast this morning, Terry.
Right. I agree.
We don't have to talk about the smell of uncircumcised man's thingies, okay? Is that okay? Is that too much to ask?
I think it's a myth, though. I don't think
at this point on a Monday or what?
Not too much.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the Terry Cam chatter's getting irritated.
And so is that man's uncircumcised song, too.
Oh, yeah. Definitely got to be careful.
Yeah, especially if he's not showering.
Right. They are, yeah.
They're irritated about what?
Because they want the announcement.
Oh, it's all I care about the announcement. I almost forgot about the announcement, Terry.
Yeah, they would like to eat their cereal and hear the announcement.
Well, if that caller didn't sidetrack us to such an extent, I would have remembered. I almost forgot about the announcement.
Well, they didn't.
Well, thanks to Terry Cam Chatters. Here and now, ladies and gentlemen, is the newest A T-Man in the Morning Show announcement.
Do we get music? No.
I don't know if it's deserving of music. Let's not make a big fanfare deal out of it, Terry, but I will tell you this.
All right.
Starting today,
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, geez. Take it easy, Terry.
Well, we can't have music.
Starting today.
Yes, starting today.
And from this day forward.
And from this day forward.
Are you going to really make it like this, Terry?
Yes.
I'm ready to make the announcement, and you're going to ruin it for everybody.
He's ready to make the announcement.
Okay, take it easy. Please, I'm serious.
All right.
All right, you're making this very annoying. Thank you. Starting today.
Oh.
I'm serious. We do that one more time, and I'm going to break. All right? Shut her up if you have to.
All right.
Starting today, thank you very much, and from this day forward, here's the announcement. As it pertains to the front page of the TManShow.com, do you know how, Terry, we tend to like to put pictures that we're looking at, that we're talking about up on the front page of the TManShow.com? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Well, starting today, and from this
day forward.
Now you're in!
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I've been biting my lip. I swear to God.
Sorry.
I'm like going, oh my God.
Starting today. And from this day forward.
And this day forward.
Oh, no, we need to put that
It is kind of fun, though.
It is. Oh, jeez. It deserves this. It does.
Let me see. What's the real, dramatic music? Maybe I will play the music. That way you guys won't feel the need to have to add to this. Do we have that music anywhere? Let me see here.
Yes. Oh.
No, this ain't it. I don't need hallelujah. I need a let's see here. Maybe that's it. Okay, here, yeah, that's good. This will work. Starting today.
I'm
playing this music. starting today.
Today?
And from this day forward, any pictures that go up on the tmanshow.com front page can now be, how you say, played around with, if you will.
Played around?
By the T-Man Show listeners. Effed with, Terry. Messed with. Kind of.
Oh, really? You can, like...
Screwed around with. You can, you know how on...
Modify him and...
Yeah, well, you know on Perez Hilton, he puts all these little goofy little horns and...
Yeah.
Like he draws all over the pictures.
Right.
Well, let me just stop the music. Yeah. There's this site, this joint called Two College Dudes. It's always two college dudes who start up these things lately, and that's what I think happened here. Two college dudes started up this thing called Photo Crank.
Okay.
And unlike the Terry Cam situation, which was my brainchild, I can't stake claim to this, although when it was presented to me, I said, oh, yeah, let's do that. This sounds cool. Yeah, let's add this to the tmanshow.com. Let's add this to the show.
Right.
Let's make this something that listeners can join in on. There's this site called Photo Crank that will now be a part of the tmanshow.com that anytime we put a picture up, people can just go there, and it provides a template for you to just like mess around with the picture. And even if you're not one that's the type to mess around with a picture, you can just sit back and look at the picture and see how people are messing around with it. Because every time somebody kind of, F's with the, messes with the, screws around with the picture, Terry, it'll scroll. Like if 100 people at one time are messing around with a picture, it won't just be one big cluster.
Yeah, I got it.
It'll just scroll by like it's a ticker kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, so this guy's messing with the picture will go, and then, every couple of seconds it'll morph into somebody else's situation. Do you follow me, or is this sounding confusing to you?
It makes sense.
Not that confusing, right?
No. I got it.
Now, the question is, who should be, take down the pictures of Miley Cyrus immediately so people don't start messing with that. Who should be the inaugural picture that gets photo cranked, that gets messed with by the listeners, so we can, because I'm not even sure how this is going to all work out. And like anything, it's the first time people mess with the picture is probably not going to be done as well as like months from now when people really get good at this. This is like something that'll take you a little time to learn, like anything on the computer world situation. And the more you do it, the more you're going to be able to, in a speedy fashion, kind of mess with pictures and stuff like that, and add your little one-liners over a picture, and put little drawings. And so the first time will probably not be the best time, but it's still the first time, and you never forget your first day.
Right.
So, whose picture? Is there any doubt as to whose it should be? I'm thinking one person in particular, Terry, that should do the honors, and certainly is just the perfect person to have everyone unleash as far as their fury is concerned, all over this picture of theirs. You know what I'm saying? Do you follow who I'm thinking, Terry? Not a celebrity, a celebrity in our world.
Oh, in our world.
In our world, yes.
I think I can probably guess.
I already have people calling out the line requesting that we make that person's picture the first. So I think people are on board with me.
Yeah.
As to who should be the first picture up there. But you get where I'm coming from, right, Terry?
I do.
From now on, it'll be available for any pictures we put up there that people can. It's a new way to express yourself as it pertains to the show outside of Terry Cam Land, which everyone has done a great job, beyond the call of duty, of expressing yourself and then some, and saying what's on your mind and putting it in print, and then having everyone get pissed at you and take you out because they're a moderator and you're not.
Right.
So, even though today's first string of pictures, because it won't just be, I'm thinking a gay phone operator is the first inaugural picture up there, Terry. And let people just have at it, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe throughout the day, we'll put all of our pictures up there, including my own.
What?
Whoa. That's right.
Come on.
But I want you to get a picture ready, Terry.
All right.
Pasty Dave, I can only imagine what they're going to, how they're going to graffiti your picture. It's kind of like what it is, Terry. It's graffitiing all over a picture, if you will, in the most modern internet kind of way. Anyone confused as to what we're talking about here?
Got it.
No, like they used to do in the photo painter or whatever it's called. Just draw. Never mind.
Oh, geez.
I used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
On a bootleg version.
I kind of equate it as to the way, Perez Hilton is always drawing over pictures on his site. Yeah. You know?
I don't know how more than one person does it at a time. That's the only part.
That's kind of what I'm trying to explain to you. I'm trying
password or
I'm trying to make you understand that it won't be like some big cluster.
Right.
It'll scroll like a ticker on a stock channel where everyone's buying stock at the same time, but you only see like it just kind of scrolls along. Right. I don't know. We'll all know
I'm
better.
Excited to see.
It was explained to me in this fashion. I haven't seen it really done, except the example that was shown to me. And when the example was shown to me, behind the scenes, I said, "Oh yeah, put that on my site." I said, "This can't lose with this."
Cool.
But trust me, the listeners will find a way to make it like, "Oh, we got to take it down now."
Right.
I guess we can lose with this. Yep. Everyone will get pissed, and
of course.
What we need now to start this off right, and get everyone fired up, is to get a picture from that person that I'm thinking is deserving. He should be honored by the fact that we have selected him as the person who should be the inaugural picture for to be photo crying Terry. Oh, jeez. And we certainly know he's got enough pictures of himself.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning.
Have you been listening?
Yes, I have.
All right.
And why does it have to be me?
Why shouldn't it be you? Why? See, if I didn't pick him, he would have been insulted. But because I picked him...
I don't want to know. I would not. And you know why.
Because I picked
they
him,
make fun of me all the time as it is.
He's bothered, Terry. It wouldn't be the first time somebody soiled your face with something that you weren't prepared to have thrown at it.
Yeah, but it's not something I'm enjoying, is it?
So, in other words, you enjoy when...
People soil my face.
Oh, jeez. All right, take it easy.
Well, but the other thing,
know what
too...
they're talking about.
The other thing, too, though, Gay, is that you get to enjoy, messing with people's photos, too. You're just the first...
Yeah, this is right up your alley.
Yeah,
this is something that you're going to enjoy. You're going to participate probably more than anyone on this.
Absolutely.
Like you participate more than anyone on Terry Cam, you're probably going to be the person who participates more on this than anyone else as well. So why are you making it like you're bothered by it?
Because I don't have the choice of whose photo goes up there. If I could choose the photos to put up there,
well, guess what? As I said, all of our photos will go up at some point this morning. All right? So you're just going to be the first. You should be honored. And then as the days go on, Terry, any picture, like the other day we had the Star Jones and Dwayne Wade picture up on the TManShow.com, them sitting all cute and cuddly together. You know that picture?
Yes.
I mean, these are the kind of things that people can just start putting whatever they want over the picture.
Good deal.
And it'll last a few seconds up on the TManShow.com, and then it just kind of fades away from the way I understand it.
Okay.
It doesn't last forever, but if you're sitting looking at the front page of the TManShow.com, it'll be there. You don't have to participate. You can just sit back and watch what people are doing to these pictures as the pictures go up periodically as we talk about stories and talk about issues. Anytime we put a picture up from now on, you can run to the site and do whatever you want to it.
Cool.
And maybe it'll be interesting, and maybe it won't.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Maybe it'll be a lot of fun, and maybe it won't. I don't know yet. All I know is I'm willing to try anything, Terry.
Cool.
And I say we get the ball rolling with none other...
the human ball.
...than the gayest of phone operators. Now, don't tell me you don't have the perfect picture to send to us right now that I would like a headshot. Just a plain old, smiling, Dumbo-looking headshot of yours.
Careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I would like a shoulders-up shot.
Okay.
All right. Is this something you can accommodate us with, gay phone operator? Don't put up a big, resistant kind of front here, all right? Just send us the picture and stop whining.
Yeah, I like how I had a great weekend, and now you're going to ruin it by starting it this way.
Oh, you really did have a great weekend. You weren't being sarcastic.
I did have a great weekend. I spent time with Jerko. I got to meet his brother. We call him Unk the Drunk.
All right. What a big weekend.
It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Faux friends all weekend long.
They're not faux friends. They're real friends.
Now, make sure in this picture that you send us that you're smiling so we can draw in a tooth. And
you never get
any photos with me smiling.
You're never going to get one now.
You have no pictures where you're happy?
I
got tons of pictures of him happy.
Smiling, showing my teeth. No.
Mm-hmm. Well, you wouldn't have any pictures of you showing your teeth because obviously that's not the case these days.
Yeah, they're all missing. Yeah, no.
But why don't you send us a picture of you smiling so that we can draw in what you would look like with a tooth? So there's a lot that we could do to these pictures from this day forward, Terry.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And anything anyone feels like doing is fine with me. And as I said, a template is provided by this company called Crank Photo that's we're working with, kind of like we're working with Stickcam with Terrycam. Now we have Crank Photo for this situation. Gay, can you send us a picture? Can you send it right now?
Yes.
I don't want any delays. I don't want any problems. Are we behind? What's the situation? We're behind? All right, let me take a break. When we get back, we'll have that picture, and we'll throw up the very first picture. And we'll see how this goes, Terry. Right. Maybe this doesn't work out. Maybe it's the greatest thing in the world. Why are you handing me a note that says Photo Crank? What have I been saying? What have I been saying?
You were saying Crank Photo.
I was saying Crank Photo?
Yeah.
And it's Photo Crank.
Photo Crank.
All right. Not Crank Photo. Photo Crank.
All right.
Crank Photo's like, damn it, we almost had him. Shoot, almost had free advertising. Darn it, thanks, Dave.
Gay, you're not going to make a liar out of me, right? When we get back, we'll have a picture of you. Don't make us find our own. I know you want you want us to go with someone else. Is that what you'd like? Would you like us to use anyone else?
I really don't care.
That means, yes, he wants us to use him. He knows he doesn't want us to use anyone else as the first picture. He's honored deep inside.
He is.
Because if you don't, I want you to care. And unless...
It makes me feel special.
Well, yeah, I want you to say, yes, I accept your offer to be the first person to be photo cranked.
Yes, T-Man, sir. I accept your offer to honor my life and my photo and my image to be the first on your new precious site.
You know what? It's not a new precious site. It's an old site, but new things happening. Don't do me any favors, Gay.
No, I never would.
If you don't want to be the first, you know he does. Yes. I can tell already. Oh, yeah. If you don't want to be the first, you better make it clear right now that you do, or else I'm going with someone else.
I already sent the goddamn photo. Will you just put it up?
Wow, dude.
Photo. See, he's already sent it. That's how bad he wants to be.
It's a photo.
The first one up there. I knew it.
There's no tank top or anything on, right? Just neck up. We're good?
Well, let's see what he sent. All right, let me take a break. When we come back, we'll throw this first photo up, and we'll see how people do.
All right.
We'll see how you do with it. We're not expecting much out of you, since we're all learning how to photo crank ourselves. I'll have my computer screen up so I can watch Terry, and we'll see exactly when everyone's going to be photo cranking at once, how this all...
Yeah.
We'll watch live and in color of Gay being photo cranked. It's a big moment for you, Gay.
Woohoo!
I'm excited.
This is just adding to your legendary status.
Yeah.
All the
what,
things.
Being a pathetic fat faggot? Yeah.
No, that's the way you see yourself. I mean, that's for you to decide. But
that way too, really.
We'll see how the listeners see you.
Oh, can't wait for that.
Right after these words. The T-Man Show. Are you cranking it, Terry?
I'm cranking it right now.
Well, I don't know what you're doing because I can't figure this thing out. That's all I know. I've been out of the studio most of the break, but I'll tell you this. The past 30 seconds to a minute, I'm sitting here trying to figure this thing out. And Gay Phone Operator, I got to admit, has sent the perfect picture.
Yeah.
For cranking. I mean, look at that mug. Does that thing need to be messed with or what?
And yeah.
I don't know whether to crank it or punch it in the face, Terry. Just asking for trouble. That's all I can tell you. Look at that smiling mug the picture he sent us.
Right.
It is perfect.
But I don't see anything happen. I don't see anyone cranking it. I don't see anyone doing anything.
Oh, people have cranked it.
Well, what am I doing wrong here? I got
Scroll down. Okay, so you got to the crank. You went into the crank site. Scroll down.
Well, hold on. Let's walk us.
Okay.
I got to learn this. I don't think a lot of people know what the hell they're doing. I'm hoping that we have a better idea than I do, but I think a lot of people are already having trouble.
Okay.
Well, this could be a big disaster.
Hey, if I can do it.
You're already doing it?
I'm doing it right now.
You're messing with this picture?
Yeah.
And you're seeing how other people are doing it?
Yes, I do.
Why can't I see any of that?
I don't know.
Stupid picture.
I don't know.
All right, what do I got to click here?
Scroll down.
I see on the front page, so it's not going to be able to be cranked on the front page, is that the deal? I have to go inside now?
Yes.
So I lied already.
Yes.
I said it would all be on the front page. That's not the case.
Right.
Yeah,
But
if
there's
you want to mess with Gay's face, you have to get inside.
Oh,
Yes,
jeez.
you do.
I got to click on cranks. I did that. I'm here. First, people have to go to tmanshow.com.
That's a good one.
What are you laughing at?
I disagree.
People are getting good at this already?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You're like laughing at your own work?
Yeah.
That's pretty. Look at him with his spiked, silly red hair.
Oh,
fiery red.
Just begging to be messed with on this site.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
But I'm not.
Okay, so scroll down.
But look, I already have it open now.
I know.
I'm
so
inside. I don't see anyone messing with it.
Scroll down. Scroll
down. Yes.
Keep going. Oh, you don't have a button.
Oh.
Why don't
keep
you have
looking.
a weird button? You should have a crank button there.
Well, where's my crank button then?
I don't know.
I need a crank button, Terry.
You need a crank button.
I got a cranker. Where's my button?
I don't know, but you don't have one.
Why should
Because
I-
usually there's a crank button that
All right, let
says...
me refresh. Maybe I need to refresh.
maybe you
Hang
need
on,
to.
hang on,
I
hang
don't
on.
know.
Maybe I had this open too long. Hang on. It says email to a friend. Don't want to do that.
No.
Would like to keep my friends. Yeah, well, I don't have a crank button. So I can't use this computer?
You should be able to.
Why wouldn't I have a crank button?
I don't know.
All right, let me not click on where it says cranks. Let me click on where just his picture is on the front page. Let me try that. See if I have a crank button.
Okay.
Already, Terry, I'm getting frustrated with this. Already, I see this as a disaster. You may be laughing over there, but I'm not enjoying it.
I don't understand why... I don't understand.
I don't have a crank button.
You don't have a crank button.
Why wouldn't I have a crank button?
Who knows?
All I have is a silly face looking at me, and I can't do anything with it. Oh, jeez. Well, anyone want to explain that?
No, I can't.
All right, let me X out of the whole site and start it over again. Are people doing anything with it, Terry?
Yeah, a couple of people
I can't
have.
see anything
but-
going on. Get me in. Get me in again.
Okay, hold on.
I'm getting angry.
Yeah, you should just use the Internet Explorer, right? It should work.
Yeah, it should.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too special.
All right, tell me what's happening. What do I need to do?
I did it just as you did. I went into the tmanshow.com, clicked on the crank, little icon thingy on the front page.
Right.
Got to the crazy picture of Gay with his spiky hair. Scroll.
Gayest picture ever seen by mankind? You mean that picture, Terry?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's the picture, yeah.
So, and then I read through the instructions,
Right.
and I scrolled down and looked for the crank it button,
Oh, yeah.
which I found.
I know you're an expert at that.
Yes.
Yes, you're an expert at going down and finding the crank it button.
I
yes.
did,
And then what happened?
and then
And now you're tooling with it?
Yes, now I'm tooling with it.
All right. Well, there's his picture again. Vinny's got me in. And 'cause it's hard for me to grab the mouse and the keyboard from this angle, so Vinny's doing it for me now. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
And
how much does that cost?
Let's see if it works this time. But as far as I'm concerned, all this is... See? I don't have a crank button.
You don't have a crank it button.
Why wouldn't I have a crank it button? Someone explain that to me.
This picture is worse up close.
This picture's worse the closer you get to it?
Yeah, it's horrible. Look at it. What's all this?
Why could there be... What would the reason be for me not having a crank it
I
button?
have no idea.
Pasty! Pasty, don't come out here. Just tell me why I don't have a crank it button.
I can fix it.
You can fix the button.
I'm just throwing out with like an unnecessary confidence.
Oh, yeah.
I can fix it. Well, tell me why, so in case someone else is having the problem, they can...
Yeah, there are a couple people
We
who
need to
are.
make sure we download. There's something you need to have downloaded.
Makes sense. You got to have the program downloaded.
You got to download the program.
Well, it looks like it's pretty easy to do.
Well, what do you have to do to download it?
There's a... in the...
It's pretty subtle, but yeah, I see where you click now. It says Photo Crank somewhere in there. You got to download the Photo Crank toolery.
Thank you for submitting your photo crank caption to T-Man.
Why don't you tell me that, Terry? You probably had to download it.
I didn't, though.
You didn't have to download it.
No, it just
You
came
probably-
up.
Oh.
When it comes to me, it'll
Sure,
just
that's
come up.
been your excuse for a lot of years.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, all I
there
smell now is cigarette smoke all over me.
That's it?
Take 2 seconds.
So we got to download this program, and then I can get going here.
Gotta download this. All right.
Is this going to be worth it? It's better be worth it. After all this delay, after all this time, after all this frustration now I already have built up into this situation.
I think it's a cool program, but it seems like it's a little difficult to get to. Shouldn't be this tough.
Why you have to click retry already? What's the problem? Click abort.
Wow.
Perfect.
Story of my life.
You got the Google up.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Don't even worry about it.
We're close.
Screw it. You know, this is going to be the shortest run in the history of this program for anything.
I think we're real close.
I think we're real.
Jeez. Story of your life.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm definitely going to touch her boob tonight. We're so close. I think tonight she's going to let me. I'm thinking.
Okay. Well, unless I'm like ready to pull the ripcord on this.
Wow.
3 minutes after it started.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it that quick.
And the ability to crank photos is going to be gone forever. Unless something starts happening, like now. Nope, not happening.
It's us, though. People are doing it. People are having
Yeah, people are.
People are doing it? You watching it?
In fact, I'm scrolling through. It says,
I don't see you
what
laughing.
would Big Gay Al do? And then see people are, sunscreen. See, they're putting little...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing it.
But you're not laughing.
I feel really smart next to this guy. Oh, my God, that is...
You know, don't force the laughter now, Terry. It's too late for that.
No,
that's a good one.
Somebody cranked
Somebody
some
was
really...
able to open up his mouth and put some disgusting teeth in there.
yes.
Oh, man. That's pretty cool. I'm liking it now. That's awesome.
Dude.
I wasn't sure how it's going to work, but...
See, now, are you starting to understand how if a lot of people are cranking a picture at one time, how it kind of like...
As soon as you're done, you submit it, then everyone's finished product will, scroll
Yeah, we'll
through.
scroll through.
So once you submit it, once you're done messing with the picture, once you hit submit, then the finished products will scroll through. That's how...
So your finished product gets about 5 seconds of airtime.
That's exactly how I described it, right?
Yeah.
Oops, I think I just crapped in my pants.
Okay, you know what, Terry? I don't need your commentary.
No,
I just
but-
want to know what people are cranking.
That peanut butter's hitting her extra hard.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
All right, so you think we should keep this
Wow,
thing?
that's great.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome.
Well, meanwhile, Patient Dave's offering me nothing.
It didn't work.
Well, I wouldn't say nothing, dude. Come over tonight.
Let's try to do it on this one first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God, what does that one say?
Okay. Well, I guess the days of cranking photos on our site have begun.
Yes, definitely that.
Whether it's as big a disaster as I'm feeling right now, if that continues, I don't know. Whether it's more the way Terry's seeing it from her side of the console. I would like to participate in my own little website here. Wouldn't
Cool
that be
idea.
nice?
Yeah, it would be, yes. I like it, though.
Wouldn't that be nice? What's happening, Terry? What am I missing?
A lot of fun stuff, T-Man.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. What a great idea.
Now
I get it. I'm loving it. It's cool.
He'll be cranking in no time.
Okay.
Yeah, this is great.
TheTManShow.com. Maybe you'll have a easier time than I will. All right?
Oh, boy. Yeah, maybe it's not such a great idea.
Yeah.
Why did this happen?
T-Man is a member of the Rainbow Coalition coming out of his mouth.
Uh-huh. Hey, believe me, I expect that we're all going to be trashed through this new feature, and that's fine with me. I like that. That's why all our pictures are going up at some time this morning.
Oh, man.
Vinnie the Pooh's picture's going up next. Now, let's go Pasty next. Here's the order. Okay. Here's our relay order.
Oh, but who's anchor?
I'm going to anchor this thing.
You're Carl Lewis?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The last picture going up this morning will be mine.
Okay.
On deck is Pasty Dave.
Mm-hmm. On deck.
Then Vinnie the Pooh. Then Terry Free.
Oh, jeez. That ought to be fun.
Then Hot Shot Scott, and I'll be the last to kick along and break the tape.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
7th place. Yes, we did it.
Yes. What are you seeing now, Terry? What am I missing? Anything good?
Yeah.
People are doing it a lot.
They are.
And they're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
it. And they're being...
Rainbow Coalition is the new dysfunctional family, don't you know?
Mm-hmm. So it's... All right.
I mean, they're just... Yeah, it's...
Sounds pretty gay so far.
It's funny.
Some people are better than others.
Pretty weak.
Well, people, of course, are just learning how to use it, so it can get pretty ugly, I think.
Uh-huh.
You know, I mean, pretty brutal.
All right.
Wow, here we go.
Can you at least turn the computer so I can see what's going on to some extent? Turn your laptop to me? Oh, jeez. Wow.
The camera, though.
So it's just
No,
little,
I'm covering.
Oh, okay.
people are just putting little bubbles.
No, you've missed a couple, though. You've missed a couple of things.
I want to see, like, creative drawings and stuff.
They have. They have.
And things like that.
Is it still...
I want to see little bubbles and words coming out of Gay's mouth talking about the Rainbow Coalition. All right? I don't need that.
This one's... Hold on. Maybe I need to refresh because it should have already... Hold on.
All right. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's up. It's running. Whether it makes it through the day, that's That's another story.
Here's the other thing you can do, too, that I'm finding, is that you can actually scroll and see what along the bottom and see and place the different things that people have done and already, so you don't have to just
so you can
wait.
see past history.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Liking it.
Well, Gay's photo will stay up for another segment.
Oh, man.
And then it's Pasty's time with his horn rim glasses, even though they're not really horn rim. I don't even know what horn rim glasses really are.
But if I know him, he takes his glasses off for every picture.
Oh, that's right.
Looks way better with them off.
See,
I see the skull and crossbones. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Terry, but what does it mean? Harmful or swallowed? Is that what?
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Oh, okay. People are starting to get a little creative. Yeah, a little red ribbon. I see that. That's nice.
Right.
I don't really get it, but okay, wonderful.
The one that somebody made with the teeth was great. I don't know how that was awesome.
That one. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, man, it looked real.
All right. Well, this is the future, Terry.
It is.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh, my gosh.
From now on, photos that go up can be messed with. Oh, look at that.
Oh, gee.
Oh, that's... Okay, people are catching on pretty quick then, I guess.
They are.
All right. Well, if you just want to watch the parade of graffiti go by, thetmanshow.com is the place to go to see this. And if you want to participate, it's the same spot, of course. thetmanshow.com. Let's see how Gay is enjoying this. Since it's his photo that's being altered... Thanks to our friends at Photo Crank who made this available to us, Terry.
Yes.
And Photo Crank, again, as I know it, is like two college dudes, isn't it always, that came up with an idea and now have a company out there that have allowed us to put this feature on thetmanshow.com. Gay, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Don't make it like you're bothered by it. You know you love it, all right? So don't even try to play it off as if this is really hurting you. It's harming you. It's been very unsettling for you. You're loving it. Don't pretend otherwise, all right?
No, I want to find out who Jazzy Mix is, and I want to find out his real name, and I want to get his photo, because he has crossed the line.
My guess, Jazzy Mix is
We know who Jazzy Mix is.
I know who Jazzy Mix is. I want his goddamn real name.
Why are you angry at Jazzy?
What was that?
What did he put?
Yeah, I'm dying to know.
He's the one
He's
that
been practicing all
He
weekend,
did the
though.
teeth, didn't he?
He did the teeth?
Yeah, because he was stupid enough to sign in with his account, so it puts his name on the goddamn crank.
Okay, well, guess what? He's better than probably most people because he knew about this and was practicing all weekend and was raring to go.
Oh, he already had it ready. He just...
Well, good. Just wait till I get his goddamn photo, and we'll see what his crank looks like.
Oh, jeez.
Bastard.
Do you think maybe you can open your mouth without breaking the very first commandment that the world has to live by at any point in your life? Is that possible?
No, it's not. No, it is not. Nobody does that kind of crap.
Believe it or not, that may be your biggest sin amongst all the many when you meet your maker that you'll have to deal with.
You know what? I'm going to hell as it is. I really don't care.
Ow!
Thou shalt not date women? Is that one of them?
Oh, that might be the biggest sin. Who knows?
Thou shalt not be friends with pricks like you.
Oh, jeez. Well, you know, if you don't want to be friends with pricks like me or anyone else, isn't it your prerogative to end friendships, begin friendships, whatever you want to do, Gay? All right?
You end and begin friendships all the time, especially with your
The
friends.
comment was directed at Hotshot Scott.
Oh, jeez. Well, again, if you want to let him know that he's no longer in your little friend pool of many, I'm sure there are so many that you can pick and choose from that how would you miss Hotshot Scott as a friend? You got
I know,
tons of
taking
them.
him off the phone friends list. You know, just one less person.
I'm going to miss our conversations of you talking about yourself. I'm really going to miss
Excuse
that.
me?
It's amazing. No, what he's saying is, it's amazing that a
Do you
person
want
like
to start
you...
the conversations that we have?
Okay, I got to take a break. We're up against a hard break, but I do want to hear about this. I do want to explore this. Right after these words.
The T-Man Show.